Yo, 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 what's going on, people? It's your boy Jay Jordan back again for another watch along. I got home from the Liberty game not too long ago. Liberty, of course, ended up winning that game. I shouldn't say of course, it ended up being a closer game than I expected. But the Liberty pulled it out. We'll touch on that in a moment. But tonight's game is the Las Vegas Aces against the LA Sparks. It should be a good one. Should be a good one. I have the standings down here to your left. The Commissioner's Cup standings. James, what's going on? Salute, salute. Hope all is well, my friend. So I got the Commissioner's Cup standings there for you. So you can take a look. So we have Seattle right now. They're actually playing the Minnesota Lynx at this moment. I'm watching it on the screen right now as I wait for the game. So the Seattle Storm are 2-0 in Commissioner's Cup. Phoenix is 3-1. They won earlier today in a double overtime win against the Wings. Minnesota is 2-1. That's who they're playing now. Seattle is. Vegas has only played 2 games. This would be their 3rd game. And the Sparks have played 3 games. This would be their 4th. Alrighty. So let's get into the starting lineups. I'm still waiting on some updates in regards to the starting lineups here. Jackie Young is out with an illness, so I'm not sure who they're going to start in her place. I'm waiting to see when they update that, who it will be. Let's see. Aces will start Plum, Martin, Clark, Wilson, and Stokes. So, wow, Kate Martin gets to start. I was debating whether it would be Kate Martin or Tip Hayes, who they just signed, but they're going with the rookie, Kate Martin, who's being thrusted into a starting spot due to the amount of injuries that this team has. So let me take her off of the bench list. And Kate Martin is getting the start today. Boom. So that's all updated for us now. Let me fix that up. All right, cool. So starters, Kelsey Plum, Kate Martin, Alicia Clark, Asia Wilson, and Kia Stokes. The bench, limited bench, Sydney Colson, Meg Gustafson, Tiff Hayes, and Emma Cannon. Their injuries, Chelsea Gray's out with a leg, Kirsten Bell out with a leg, Jackie Young has been dealing with an illness the past 2-3 games. So she is confirmed out today. James said it was amazing, the Mystics Indiana game. Yeah, I ended up watching a little bit of that game. And I saw she was going crazy, knocking down a bunch of threes and everything. And she had a 30 piece in that game, and they ended up winning. So that was a solid game from her. JVB on the Twitch, Cam Brink with the GOAT. Okay. Yeah, we got a Cam Brink fan in him. Yeah, my boy commented here. Cam Brink. I respect. We got a Cam Brink fan here. All right, the starters for LA. From what I've seen, we got Clarendon, Nurse, Jackson, Hamby, and Brink. So Laisha Clarendon, Kia Nurse, Rakia Jackson, Dearica Hamby, and Cameron Brink. Mrs. Rio Ace, I hope I said that right on the Twitch. Salute. Will I be live streaming the game? Unfortunately not. It's against copyright laws for me to actually have the game on stream. So I'll be doing the play-by-play for it. I'll be updating the scores for you. Have the stats running by. We'll go over stats. But unfortunately, I cannot display the live game on the stream. James says 7 threes. Yeah, she was knocking them down from what I saw. Their bench is Stephanie Talbot. Oh, I butchered this young lady's name. Hold on. Oh, I just closed her name out. I went to go fix her name and I took her name off the stream. Stephanie Talbot is Lee Ureru. Let me fix this. It's not T, it's Y. There we go. Lee Ureru, Lexi Brown, Ari McDonald, Ray Burrell, and Zaya Cook. For them, Azare Stevens is the only one that is out with an injury still. She messed up her shoulder during the offseason playing overseas. So she is still not returned yet. This game, I believe, is on League Pass. It is on League Pass. So if you're in the Las Vegas metropolitan area, you can watch it on your local Las Vegas channel, wherever you watch your Aces games. If you're in the LA area, it's probably on one of those sports channels you guys have over there in the LA area. Everybody else, you'll be able to watch it on League Pass. This is a Commissioner's Cup game, as the background and the title and everything shows. Commissioner's Cup is well underway. This is starting week 2 of the Commissioner's Cup. This year, it's a 2-week group play stage, as opposed to being like the first half of the season and 10 games. This year, it's 2 weeks and 5 games. You play 1 game against each of your conference opponents, and whoever has the best record win percentage out of each conference will face each other in the Commissioner's Cup final. As you know, or probably don't know, my New York Liberty, yesterday against the Connecticut Sun, we ended their undefeated streak, and we ended up clinching the Eastern Conference Commissioner's Cup top spot. So now, and we ended up sealing it today by beating the Mystics. So now we wait on who comes out of the West, and the final game will be on June 25th at whoever has the higher record when it comes to the tiebreakers between the top East team and the top West team. So hopefully it's the Liberty, so I can go to a Commissioner's Cup championship game. If not, then I'll be right here on stream with it. Hey mom, what's going on? What is going on? All right, so this game starts in about 7 minutes. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to watch it or you have things to do, make sure you're locked in for 9 p.m. Eastern. There's a good game going on League Pass right now between the Storm and the Lynx. The Lynx are up by 11 with about 3 minutes to go. So that should be a good one. James says, what's your take on them leaving Caitlyn off the USA team? Brittany Griner over Caitlyn, dumb move. In particular to Brittany Griner, they need a big. If you look at the roster, and if you look at the players that they have overseas in these other countries, they have a lot of tall centers. So taking off our tallest player to put another guard just doesn't work in that regard. So even though Brittany Griner hasn't played, well, she played the last 2 games and she had a pretty good game today, but she's played the last 2 games. The U.S. needs a big man. It's not like the W where you can get away with it. These teams overseas, their players are tall. And we can't have no 6'3", 6'2" player trying to guard no 6'7", 6'8" player over there, because they will put you in the basket. So in regards to Brittany Griner, I don't think she should have been the one that's missed the team. I know a lot of people have been talking about Diana, but Diana's going to be on the team as long as Diana wants to be on the team for everything she's done for USA basketball and the ability to still contribute and have the experience playing international basketball. So that I know people are like, oh, but if you look at Caitlyn's stats from these first 11 games compared to this players, I saw a lot of that comparison. But making the USA team isn't just what you did in the WNBA this season. It's a culmination of the practices you've attended with USA basketball. Have you been overseas with the coach in playing for USA basketball, played any scrimmages? So it's a combination of all of those things that goes into the committee choosing who makes it and who does not. RC, my guy, salute. Jay, go ahead and grow me, bro. I said the Aces would lose only 2 games. Listen, man, I ain't gonna grow you, brother. You had high hopes for your team. You couldn't foresee these injuries, could you? But you rather lose the games now than later on. I do have a poll question I want to get up. It's different than the usual poll, who's going to win, because we probably have a good idea who's going to win this game. But I wanted to give it a different look, a different question tonight. So the question tonight is going to be, How many points does Asia Wilson get tonight? I'm starting this poll now on the YouTube. I have the choices are 20 plus or 30 plus. So that first choice is like between 20 and 30, of course. And the 30 is like 30 or more. RC says Las Vegas braces for nah, come on, man. For a roller coaster season. Listen, man, it's gonna be good to look in your documentary at the end of the year, you know, when y'all doc comes out. After all we went through so much hardship and pain, they counted us out again. And we went back to back to back. Like, you know how that goes. So I'm not too worried about y'all. Minnesota and Seattle, the girls are getting heated over here. First, it was Nafisa Collier and Nneka Ogwumike getting into it. They got into each other's face after a hard foul. Now there's some more tension, showing this is a very heated game. Commissioner's Cup. Minnesota needs this game to keep pace with the Seattle Storm and the Commissioner's Cup standings. I have those on the screen. Let me see what happened here. Oh, so Nneka and Fee getting into it. It's Nneka and Nafisa again. Woo-wee! Girls are squabbling. I love it. I love it. So it's a 15-point game with a minute 40 left. So it's safe to say Minnesota probably has this in the bag. What we got? We got 2 minutes. Let me get over to the Aces stream, make sure everything is working correctly. Because that game is pretty much done. All right, cool. So games on League Pass. If you're just joining, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. This week I'm gonna put out the schedule on the community tab on YouTube. And I'll probably put it in my calendar on my Twitch page for those who follow me on Twitch. Are the games that I'm going to be doing this week. Tomorrow is only one game. The Fever play somebody tomorrow. Let me verify. The Fever play the Sun tomorrow. The Sun, my Liberty, had to done that undefeated stuff. We had to get that out of here. The Sun, we had to get them out of here. So, the Sun at home hosting the Indiana Fever. They haven't played since the home opener, right? They haven't played since that home opener. So it should be a good one. So I'll be on stream for that tomorrow. That game is 7 p.m. Eastern. For those who want to join on NBA TV, if you have access to it, and make sure you're not in the Connecticut, Boston area or the Indianapolis region. James says the way New York is playing right now, I think this is their year. I hope so, man. I hope so. I was at the game earlier today. Our bench is starting to look a lot better. Leo starting to actually hit some threes. I made a little bit of a controversial take with Sloot starting to come off the bench when she comes back. We haven't lost with Sloot. We haven't lost with Vandersloot not in the starting lineup. So I made a bit of a controversial take on the last game recap. I still have to do the game recap for today's game. I came home, took a little bit of a shut eye, got some food, and then I got ready for this stream. So that recap for today's game, the Liberty versus the Mystics, will be out tomorrow morning. If you want to check that out, make sure those noti bells are on so you get notified when I post. RC says, outside of Cam Brink, Sparks not super great defensively, so I'm rolling with Asia having at least 33. Yeah, and she's probably going to be angry that they lost that last game to the Storm. The Storm really, they brought it to them. Plus, Jackie Young had a horrible night, probably the worst night I've ever seen her play. She was like 1 for 11 from the field. So I wouldn't be shocked if Asia came out with a vengeance today. All right, I'm posting this on the Twitter so people could come join. I should have added some hashtags, but listen, man, I don't care. Whoever joins, joins. All right, stream is about to start, people. Stream is about to start. Let me start this over here from myself. Perfect. Let me let that run. All right, so the Sparks are at home. Sparks are at home. James says CC. Did she really, James? That's great. You had some good seats that if she was able to sign your jersey, that's dope. That is dope. RC says they wearing me out with the Caitlyn into the Olympics to stay like that. Everybody, yeah, yeah, bro. It's the dialogue has just been getting it's just too wild now. The dialogue is like everything is hating or dissing or something. So I'm starting to just tune that type of stuff out. I'm here for the hoops. Here for the hoops. All right. These two teams have not played yet this season. If my memory serves me right, I don't think they've played yet. So playing their first matchup of the season in Commissioner's Cup, it's bound to be a good one. Oh, they actually did play. I lied. 89-82. That was, dang, May 18th. That feels like ages ago. It is. It's almost a month ago. May 18th, 89-82. I do remember that game, actually. This is their second matchup, second matchup of the year. Yeah. Oh yeah, De'Erica had 29 and 9 in that game. I do remember this. All right. Yeah, they're just showing the competition. They're showing the head-to-heads. Asia is averaging 28, 12, and 2. Those two are 2 blocks, 2.6 blocks to be exact. So she is hooping. She wants that MVP this year. And she has to take on more of a role because Chelsea Gray is out. And especially tonight, now that there's no Jackie Young, she's gonna have to put the ball in the basket. RC says, James, I might have to walk up. Man said, yo, my mama gave me that chain. Take that jersey right off, boy. All right, matchup. I love it. A'ja Wilson versus De'Erica Hamby is, of course, going to be the head-to-head matchup I'm looking forward to. All right, so Sparks, aces, and we're off, people, and we're off, and the Sparks have the ball. And Kelsey Plum just rips it away from the Sparks, from Rakia Jackson. Jeez, that was mean. So Kelsey Plum with the ball on the left side over to Alicia Clark. Looking for A'ja. De'Erica guarding A'ja. A'ja goes. One leg fall away jumper is good. And she shoots over her former teammate and scores 2-0. A'ja. Let me end this poll before y'all start cheating. Cameron Brink on the right side of the floor at the 3-point line. Down to De'Erica. De'Erica goes right back at A'ja. Tries to drop it off to Laisha. It's a turnover. Steal by Kia Stokes. Kelsey Plum on the drive. Pulls up at the 3-point line over to A'ja in the corner. She drives on De'Erica. Goes up. Jumper. Foul. And 1. A'ja in attack mode early. Yeah, Jackie Young is hurt. Well, she's not hurt. She has an illness. They just said illness, so she's not in today. She's not like physically hurt or any like torn messed up ankles or anything. So A'ja at the line to shoot the free throw to complete the 3-point play, and she buries it. 5-0 aces. Clarendon with the ball. Clarendon over to Rakia. Rakia at the 3-point line, right side. Back over to Laisha, left side. Over to Cam Brink. Over to Rakia. Rakia wide open 3-pointer off the rim. And Kia Stokes the rebound. Kia over to Plum. Plum 3-point line. Guarded by Clarendon. Crossover. Double crossover. Laisha staying with her. She steps back on Laisha for 3. Dead eye. And Kurt Miller calls a timeout immediately. And it's 8-0 aces. Kurt Miller, about a minute and 20 seconds into this game, calls a timeout. It's been all aces. That was a tough shot by Kelsey. She danced on top of the key. Snatch back dribble. Pulls it. James, I don't think the people don't like Caitlyn. I think the people don't like everything that's around Caitlyn, meaning the topics, the discussions, and what people are using her to represent. So it's not anything directly on Caitlyn. It's everything around that. So we're at a timeout early. Kurt Miller calls an early timeout because they were about to get run out of the gym. Salute to everybody who's here. Salute to all of y'all. We're in a timeout now. We are in a timeout. I'm gonna get the game stats up as soon as they become available on my app here. They haven't loaded up yet. So once those get going, I'll get those up for us as soon as possible. Liz, salute. Hope all is well. Liberty big win today. I was at the game. Very close game. Liberty almost gave it away in the last couple minutes, but they held on to go 5-0 in the Commissioner's Cup group play and will be in the Commissioner's Cup final. That is on June 25th. That will be on Amazon. Amazon Prime usually streams the Commissioner's Cup final. Liberty have a long break this they don't play the whole week. They don't play until Saturday against the Aces. So the Liberty have a nice break to rest, recover. I think they played 7 games in 12 days or 7 games in 13 days or something like that. They were flying all over, but I'm glad they have a nice week to rest, practice, and come back full force against the Las Vegas Aces. All right, game is coming back on. It's 8-0 Aces, and ball is in play. Cam Brink inbounds to Clarendon. Clarendon back to Brink. Over to Rakia. Over to Kia Nurse. Kia Nurse, top of key 3. That was a great play that she just misses the shot. Kia Stokes, rebound. Over to Kelsey Plum, right side of the floor. Crossover. She gets to her left hand. She's probe dribble, throws it up, gets blocked by Cam Brink. Ball out of bounds off of the Sparks. It stays Aces ball. James got LA in this one. You think so? I think they'll make it. I hope they make it interesting. Ball inbounded to Plum. Plum gets smacked in the face and foul on Clarendon. Oh, Azare Stevens is on the bench here. She's in street clothes though, as I mentioned. Her left arm injury, she is not slated to return. She's still working her way back. Ball inbounded to the Aces. Over to Asia Wilson. Handoff to Kelsey. Kelsey, corner to Kia. Left wing to Alicia. Alicia with the pump fake drives. Out to Kelsey. Kate Martin relocating in front of the Sparks bench and buries a 3. Kate Martin. And it's 11-0 Aces. This might get ugly early. Kia Nurse with the ball. Over to Clarendon. Clarendon back to Nurse. Nurse over to Hamby. Hamby looking right side to Rakia. Rakia, right wing 3 off the front rim and rebound Asia. Sparks have yet to score yet. Plum, transition 3, buries it. Oh my goodness, this is getting bad. 14-0 Aces. Alicia, bad pass to Cam Brink and Asia Wilson with the steal. Asia Wilson on the break, goes up, left hand, she smokes the layup. She had numbers, tried to take it herself and smoked the layup. Clarendon over to Brink. Brink is out of bounds, and that was a bad pass by Clarendon. And out of bounds by the Sparks. It's 14-0 Aces. James, salute to you. Thanks for sharing the stream, my guy. So it's been Plum, Asia, and Kate Martin hits a 3 as well. It's 14-0. I think this the tradition in LA is for you to stand up until your team scores. And Kelsey Plum just misses a top of the key three. Lee Ueru in the game. Ari McDonald in the game as well as Lexi Brown. Cam Brink on the bench. Rakia on the bench. Hamby over to Steph Talbot. Steph Talbot's in the game as well. He subbed everybody but Dearica. Down to Dearica in the paint. She goes up and they finally get on the board. Dearica Hamby with the basket. It's 14-2 aces. Kate Martin with the ball, top of the key, guarded by Lexi Brown. Over to Plum. Plum guarded by Ari McDonald. Plum comes off the screen from Stokes. She's probe dribble. She gets to the left hand, goes up with the left, and scores. Plum is super engaged. She already has probably 8 points now, and is 16-2. Hamby in the post. They don't call the foul. Steph Talbot tries to find Lee, and it goes out of bounds off of the Aces. It stays Sparks' ball. 15 seconds on the shot clock, excuse me. So Steph Talbot to inbound, finds Lee. Over to Steph Talbot. Steph Talbot over to Lexi in the corner. Dangerous pass, but it finds its way through. Lexi right side of the floor. Dearica Hamby, top of the key, three, misses. And Alicia Clark with the rebound. Oh, and a steal. Bad pass by the Aces. Steal by Lexi Brown. Lexi Brown over to Ari McDonald. Ari McDonald, left wing three. She buries it. Ari McDonald has been killing it off the bench. I remember doing the game. It was Atlanta. I think it was Atlanta. Was it Atlanta or was it Indiana? I can't remember. No, it was Indiana. And Ari McDonald came off the bench. Oh, Kelsey Plum is just dancing on them right now. Kelsey Plum is cooking people. She spins on Ari McDonald, gets to the cup, and scores. Lexi Brown tries to return the favor. Hamby saves it. And Steph Talbot with the ball. Talbot over to Hamby in the corner, and Hamby travels. Turnover, Sparks. Kelsey Plum up to 10 points already. 2 of 3 from 3 to lead them in scoring. The Aces are cooking. Salute Beulah, what's going on? I was just watching Lynx and Storm as well while we were talking before this game started. It was a pretty good game. I watched a majority of it. Ball back in play with the Aces. Kelsey Plum already 10 points, as I just mentioned. Over to Kate Martin. Back to Kelsey. Kelsey drives to the basket, throws it up with the right, and misses. She's looking for a foul, but the Sparks are on the run. Steph Talbot drives, handoff to Hamby. Hamby, they don't call the foul, and then she gets fouled. So Hamby going to the line for 2 free throws to try and close this double-digit gap already. So Hamby at the line for 2 free throws. Dearica Hamby with 8 double-doubles in 10 games. She hits the first. She is looking like an all-star this season. Cam, no, she's not in foul trouble. The team just wasn't. Kurt Miller just ended up subbing the whole starting lineup besides Hamby. She hits the other free throw. So he subbed the whole lineup besides Hamby and brought in a new lineup because they couldn't score. Asia drives, goes up, and gets fouled by Lee. Crystal says, where can I watch the actual game? If you have League Pass and you're not in the LA or Las Vegas area, you could watch it on League Pass. Other than that, it's not on any national television networks. Asia Wilson misses the free throw. You are welcome. Asia Wilson at the line for the second free throw. And she buries the second. So it's 19-7. 19-7. Steph Talbot turns. She tries to pass it. Steal by Meg Gustafson, who's subbed into the game. Tiff Hayes is in the game as well. Finds Asia. Asia over to Kate Martin. Kate Martin, right wing three. Oh, that's 2 threes for Kate Martin. And it's 22-7. 22-7. Hamby over to Lexi Brown. Lexi Brown tries to answer, and Lexi Brown does. Lexi Brown cashes in. It's 22-10. Lexi Brown from the left wing, right in front of the Aces bench. Tiff Hayes. Tiff Hayes, left side of the floor. Crossover on Lexi. She goes into the basket. Right hand layup. Oh, she smokes it. Rebound Lee. Over to Lexi. Right side of the floor. Gets the screen from De'Erica. Back to De'Erica. De'Erica pump fakes. She drives 1-2. Goes up with the floater and scores. Good move by De'Erica Hamby. And it's a 10-point game. All right, Kelsey Plum crosses half court. Guarded by Ari. Over to Tiff Hayes. Tiff Hayes comes off the curl. Right by the foul line. Dribbles out to the three-point line. Hand off to Kate Martin. Kate Martin drives. A corner to Gustafson. Left corner three. Misses. And Asia tries to track it down. Kate Martin with the cut. Gets stripped. It goes off Kate. And it goes out of bounds. So it goes to LA. LA gets lucky there. They give up an offensive rebound. But their defense saves them in the end. So it's LA ball. LA ball. Ball inbounded to Aaron McDonald, excuse me. Crosses half court, gets the screen from Lee over to De'Erica. Top of the key. She tries to drive on Asia. She stops 1-2, throws up the left hand. Lee saves it, goes reverse and scores by Lee. And it's an 8-point game. LA starting to get into a groove here with these veterans on the floor. Well, I shouldn't say veterans, but mainly multi-year players on the floor. Over to Asia I almost called her Asia McDonald. Asia mid-ranger air balls. And it's LA ball. Oh, that was a block by Asia, but Lee gets the rebound on the replay. I see that Asia got the block. So it's 22-14. We're at the 2.5-minute mark here. Aaron McDonald with the ball. She goes out to De'Erica. Right side to Lexi. Lexi with the ball. Lexi step back three off the front rim. Rebound Asia. Kelsey Plum with the ball. Crosses half court. This might be a 40-minute night for her if this game stays close. Kelsey trying to call out for a screen. Gets the screen from Gustafson. She comes off of it. Gets back to her left hand. She stops. Gets stripped. And they call a foul on Ari McDonald. She had the clean strip. It was just the after one. Shamarian, if I could show the game, I would be showing the game, my friend. I'm not intentionally not showing the game. So get off the stream, respectfully. Aces to inbound. Kelsey Plum with the ball. Kelsey over to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson in the post. Asia Wilson gets the bag, goes up with the left, and scores. 24-14, back to a 10-point game. Aaron McDonald over to De'Erica. Over to Lexi Brown. Lexi Brown, back to De'Erica. And she gets her shot blocked by Asia. She falls on her back, and it stays LA ball. So Asia scores on one end and swats her former teammate on the other end. LA to inbound. Aaron McDonald looking. Finds De'Erica. De'Erica over to Lexi. Lexi trying to get away from Sydney Colson. She gets into the paint. Good drop pass to Lee. And LA scores. Good pass by Lexi. Avoided some traffic. And gets the pass. Asia Wilson just throws the ball away. She was falling out of bounds. Aaron McDonald on the break. Goes up with the right and scores. Defense to offense for the Sparks. And it's 24-18. Approaching a minute to go. Tiff Hayes drives, throws up the left, and gets fouled. So Tiff Hayes going to the line for free throws. They're showing the replay. Defense to offense for the Sparks. Asia Wilson throws it away. McDonald goes coast to coast and finishes with the right hand. So Tiff Hayes, the recent retiree who's now back in the league due to some convincing from Becky Hammond, hits the first free throw. Tiff Hayes at the line and hits the second. 26-18. So we're approaching a minute to go here. I thought the Aces were about to run away with this, but the Sparks have kept it close. 8-point game here. And steal by the Aces, as I say that. Tiff Hayes, handoff to Kelsey. Kelsey, step back three, misses, rebound, McDonald. McDonald over to Hamby. Hamby steps through and gets fouled by Kia Stokes. Fouled by Kia Stokes. So Hamby going to the line for free throws. Daniel, I was like, salute, Daniel, what's going on? I was like, where is my resident LA Sparks fan here? I thought you guys were about to get run out the gym, and you guys climbed back after Kurt Miller had to pull your whole starting five besides De'Erica, and then y'all started scoring. De'Erica hits the second free throw, 26-19. Approaching 30 seconds ago in the first quarter. This game was, I think it was like 11-0 at one point. Kelsey Plum misses that's a collision. Sydney Colson runs into Ari McDonald, and both players fall down. I hope they're both all right here. The Aces can't deal with any more injuries at this point to the guard position. Beulah, we were just talking about that. James said he got his jersey signed by Caitlin. Of course, Caitlin had a good game against Washington. So Aaron McDonald going to the line for free throws. It looks like both players are okay. Aaron McDonald hits the first free throw. It was a 14-0 lead at one point, people. 14-0 lead at one point. And it's 26-21 as she hits I hit the wrong team. As she hits the second free throw. 14-5 run for the Sparks here. Kelsey Plum, top of the key, is about a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Plum over to Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes over to Plum in the corner, right by the LA bench. She gets into the paint, goes corner to Gustafson. Brink tries to block it. She does affect it, though. Talbot loses the rebound. Gustafson, Plum shoots for three, and she's short. And that's how the first quarter ends. So the Sparks, wow, I really thought after that first 3 minutes they were going to be run out of the gym. They were down as many as 15. And they closed the gap on a 14-5 run to get it within 5. 26-21 Aces are up over the Sparks. Wow, okay. So we get our things ready for the second quarter. All right, that working now. All right, we're at a commercial right now. We're in the in-between quarters. Thanks for everybody who's joined the stream. Make sure you leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. We'll have watch-alongs all week. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Fever versus Sun. Rematch of the home opener. The season opener, I should say. I'll be on around 6:45. We'll preface the game, talk about the starting lineups, what we expect, and the game will start at 7. I think you can find that on NBA TV if you're not in the Indiana or Connecticut, Boston regions. I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna post the rest of the watch along schedule as I go through the schedule and see what games that I was looking at doing. So be on the lookout for that. Liz said I heard 20,000 people were at that game in DC. Yeah, I think I heard something like that. I would not be surprised. As we all know, Caitlyn has drawn a lot of people. She draws a lot of people, so that is not shocking in the least. I think the night before the Mystics had about maybe half that with Reese in town, and then they had that with with Caitlyn in town. So the rookies are really pulling in numbers, but of course Caitlyn is the biggest draw in women's basketball right now. So it is what it is. Kim Sampson, thank you for the subscription. Salute, salute. Beulah said, "Who is Liberty playing in the Commissioner's Cup?" We don't know yet. Beulah, that's a good question. Beulah asks, "Who are the Liberty playing in the Commissioner's Cup?" We're waiting to find out who from the Western Conference will finish number one. Waiting who will finish number one in the Western Conference. Right now, I think with the standings now updated, I think that it's between the Storm and the Lynx right now, but the Aces still have something to say. If they win out the rest of their games, it could turn into a tiebreaker situation towards the end. All right, I put some new graphics up as we start the second quarter. We got our game leaders for every category, and then the scores from the games earlier today. So Sparks ball to start. They get the ball to Lee in the post, guarded by Kia Stokes. She passes out to Lexi Brown. Lexi Brown pump fakes. Lexi Brown over to Ari McDonald. Top of the key three. And Ari McDonald off the bench. Killing. And it's a 2-point game. Just like that. Just like that. It's a 2-point game. Tiff Hayes with the ball. Tiff Hayes. Left side over to Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum to Kia. Stokes handoff to Tiffany. Hayes with the ball, crossover. There's 5 seconds on the game clock, shot clock. She steps back for three, air ball. That's not her game. Rebound Lee. Sparks have a chance to take the lead or tie the game here. Lexi over to Lee. Lee finds she picks up her dribble at the 3-point line. Nobody's open, and she passes it down to Cam Brink. Bad entry pass, tipped off of Alicia Clark's hands, and it stays with the Sparks. So 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Sparks. Ari McDonald to inbound. It's always interesting having the smallest player inbound, but she gets it in pretty easily. Cam Brink back to Ari. 5 seconds on the clock. Ari over to Lee. Lee down to Cam, and they say it's a shot clock violation. Too many passes with the clock that low, and it's a turnover by the Sparks. 26-24. Daniel says Celtics up 57-56. Dang, it's the third quarter already? Jeez. Thank you, Daniel. Just keep me updated with that. I'm not really looking at that right now. I don't really like both teams. I'm hating. As you can see, I got you can't really see. That's a heat flag up there. It's Aces ball. Tiff Hayes over to Alicia Clark. Back to Tiff Hayes. Tiff Hayes attacks Cam Brink, goes up, throws it up, misses, and rebound. Lexi Brown secures it. Lexi Brown left side of the floor, crosses half court, gets the screen, and it's a bad screen by Cam Brink. Her leg extended, throws her hip out, and she catches Colson. Bad screen by Cam Brink. And Lexi Brown on that note, it's unfortunate. So it goes back to the Aces. Let me check the stats here on Cam Brink. Ball back at play with the Aces. Sydney Colson brings it up the court. So Kelsey Plum finally gets a rest. Asia Wilson back in the game. Asia Wilson drives on Lee. She goes up and rolls in the layup. 28-24. I was looking at her return. They said she's working her way back, Daniel, for Azare Stevens. But no exact date. Cam Brink gets the rebound from the Ari McDonald missed floater. And the Sparks have a new 14, but it's down to 9 now. Cam Brink gets fouled by Asia Wilson on the reach-in. Let me see how many fouls Brink has. Brink has 1 foul, so she's out of foul trouble. She hasn't scored yet. Hamby's the only starter that has scored. The rest of the points have come from the bench. Ari McDonald with the ball. Ari over to Lexi. Lexi calling for the screen. She gets the screen. Lexi, hesitation, dribble, double crossover. Feeds it to Lee. Lee goes up with the left. Oh, it rolls around and misses. Cam Brink over to Lexi. Lexi relocates for 3. Oh, Lexi Brown. And it's 28-27. Cam Brink was wide open at the foul line. They call a timeout, actually. Timeout Aces. They call, Cam Brink was wide open at the foul line off the offensive rebound. She was unselfish and passed it out to Lexi Brown, who was wide open. Left wing. Knocks down the 3. So the Sparks are fighting. I think it was James who said he got Sparks. Right now, Sparks are really fighting. It's a 1-point game. If you would have told me that at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter, I would have lied to you because it was 14-0 at that point. But the Aces have to call a timeout. Aces dealing with a lot of problems of their own, injuries and all that. But listen, you only can play who's out there. No excuses. No excuses. Salute to everybody here who's watching on the Twitch, on the YouTube. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. We're going to have watch-alongs all season long, all week long this week. This is a busy week for Commissioner's Cup, the last week of Commissioner's Cup group play. So teams in the West are fighting for Commissioner's Cup representation in the West. I have the standings. Then I don't think they've been updated from the game that just ended at 9 o'clock. But these are the standings as of probably around 8 o'clock today, 8 p.m. today. I'm gonna refresh it to see if they updated it yet. Yes, they have. So now these are the completely updated stats here on your left hand side. Under the Aces roster here. So we have the Phoenix Mercury at 3-1. They won a double overtime game today, 97-90. So they're 3-1. You got Minnesota, who just beat the Storm. They're 3-1. Seattle's 2-1. And the Spark, the Aces, they haven't played as many games yet. This is their 3rd game here. So there's 5 games total for those who are new to Commissioner's Cup. This year, there's only 5 games. So you can't really make any mistakes in 5 games, or else you'll be out of contention. There's a bunch of different tiebreaker scenarios when it comes to, if teams finish with the same record. It goes to point differential. So if you see that column that says diff, whoever has the higher point differential, and head-to-head plays a part in it. So it's going to get confusing if a couple teams finish this way. Ball back in play with the Aces as we get back to actual gameplay here. Colson with the ball. Colson over to Asia at the foul line, over to Kelsey, over to Alicia in the corner by the Aces bench. She comes off the screen, probe dribble, back out to Asia. Asia high-low to Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes saves it. 3 on the shot clock. Sydney Colson for 3, and she misses out of bounds. It goes back to LA. LA has a chance to take their first lead of the game on this possession. Lineups on the floor are Ari McDonald, Cameron Brink. Who else is out here? Waiting for them to get back to the front court. We have Lexi Brown, Steph Talbot, and Lee Ueru. So Talbot over to Brink at the 3-point line. Over to Ari. Ari over to Steph Talbot. Steph Talbot tries to drive, tries to hand it off to Brink. Brink wide open, 12-footer, misses off the back rim. Rebound, Kate Martin. Kate Martin brings it up the court, in and out dribble. Over to Alicia Clark, pump fakes at the 3-point line. Asia Wilson drives into the paint, goes up, and gets her shot blocked. Rebound Sparks. Over to Steph Talbot. Steph Talbot crossover. Over to Cam Brink. And she gets fouled by Alicia Clark. Cameron Brink gets that block on Asia Wilson. I'm surprised that was a clean block. She doesn't they force Asia to her non-dominant hand, which is her right hand, and Cam Brink gets the weak side block, comes down the court, receives the ball, and draws the foul. So Cam Brink at the line for 2 free throws, looking for her first points of the game here. And she buries it. It's a tie game. 28 all. 28 all. Rakia Jackson back in the game. Steph Talbot to the bench. Did the Aces waive anybody? Their bench is short today. Jackie Young is out. That's why. Daniel. And the ball goes back out of bounds. Cam Brink misses the second. The Aces tip it out of bounds. Yeah, Daniel. Jackie Young is out. Kirsten Bell is still hurt, and Chelsea Gray is still hurt. So they're missing 3 players. Ari McDonald inbounds to Rakia. Rakia goes up on Alicia Clark, and they have their first lead of the game. Rakia Jackson gets the shot over Alicia Clark, and it's 30-28 Sparks. Mocha Latte, if you live in LA or Las Vegas, it's not going to show on League Pass. That's the only reason I believe it won't show. And foul on the Sparks on Asia Wilson. That's the only reason it shouldn't show on League Pass if you're in the USA. If you're in a blackout restricted area, which would be Vegas or Los Angeles, the Los Angeles area. So Asia inbounds to Sydney Colson. The Sparks have a 2-point lead here after being down as many as 15. Asia back to Alicia Clark, 3-point line, corner to Kate Martin, and Cam Brink gets called for a foul. Yeah, that's just how blackout restrictions work in sports here in the States. You have to watch it on whatever local broadcaster shows it for LA or Vegas. I'm not sure who the broadcasters are for those specific cities. Ball back in play with the Aces. Kelsey Plum, step back 3. Ever since that first couple 10 points she had in the first quarter, she's been cold. Lexi Brown over to De'Erica. Over to Ari. Ari wide open for 3. And she misses. Asia Wilson rebound. Asia Wilson bringing the ball all the way up the court like she's the point guard, looking like a point forward here. She's still dribbling. She drives, goes up with the right. Oh, and somehow it falls. It bounces off the top of the backboard and drops in. It's 30 all now. Asia with 12 points. Ari McDonald over to Rakia. Rakia, top of the key. She tries to attack Kate Martin. Gets Kate Martin. She might do her one-leg step back, but she passes it to Cam Brink. Cam Brink out to Ari. Ari pump fakes, and she travels. Ari McDonald with the travel. 30-30, just over 5 minutes remaining here. Ball back and play with the Aces. Asia Wilson at the foul line area, looking for a play. Finds Kate Martin coming off the curl. Kate over to Kelsey. Kelsey goes left, goes corner to Alicia Clark. Wide open in front of the LA bench, misses. And Lexi Brown with the rebound. She doesn't have numbers, so she slows it down. Under 5 minutes to go here. It's a 30-30 game. Sparks were down as many as 15 in the first quarter. Rakia Jackson out to De'Erica. Over to Lexi. Lexi gets the screen. Lexi probe dribble. Corner to Cam Brink. Corner 3 from Cam. And she misses. Rebound, Tip Hayes. Hayes brings it across half court. Looking for Plum. Finds Plum. Plum picks up her dribble. Back to Tip Hayes. She shoots the slingshot and misses. Cam Brink the rebound. Brink over to De'Erica, and De'Erica dribbles into traffic. Tip Hayes with the steal. Tip Hayes over to Plum. Plum back to Tip Hayes. Goes up and gets fouled by Rakia. Rakia goes over to help her up, and Tip Hayes will go to the line for free throws. So the Aces have only scored 5 points in this quarter, and we're already over halfway done with the second quarter. The Sparks have 9 points in this quarter. Hayes hits the first free throw. And Hayes for the second free throw. She buries it. All right, so with 32-30, Aces retake the lead. Clarendon with the ball. So we have Clarendon and Nurse in the game. So it looks like the starters are back in the game for the Sparks. Let's see if they can actually put points on the board here. Rakia, foul line jumper is good. Good shot by Rakia Jackson. Reties the game 32-32. She has 4 in the quarter. Plum with the ball. Plum over to Hayes. Hayes right side of the floor looking for Plum. Plum has the ball. She sets for 3. She gets under Clarendon. Goes corner to Asia. Asia developing the 3. And Asia, she's a lefty. I got to shoot her with the left. Asia Wilson, corner 3. She's been encouraged to shoot a lot more threes by Becky, and it's paying off. It's 35-32 Aces. Clarendon with the ball. Over to Rakia. Over to Cam. Cam mid-post double clutches and banks it in off the glass over Asia Wilson. Okay, Cameron. And it's 35-34. Hayes, corner to Martin. Martin over to Plum. Plum gets into the paint, dribbles it back out, goes over to Alicia, over to Tip Hayes. 10 on the shot clock. They get to Asia in the mid-post. She drives, throws it up, and gets called for a foul. That might be on Brink. That might be 3 on Cam Brink if that's on Cameron. Oh, it's on Hamby they call it on. So Cam Brink lucks out, and the foul gets called on De'Erica Hamby. And the Aces call a timeout. When we come back, Asia Wilson will be shooting free throws. Wow, so it's a 1-point game here in LA at Crypto.com Arena. Aces 1-1 in Commissioner's Cup. The Sparks 1-2 in Commissioner's Cup. 3-7 record overall. Looking to try and steal a win against the back-to-back champions. All right. So we move, people. We move. Salute to everybody who's here in the stream still. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Alrighty. So at halftime, what we usually do, guys, is we'll take a look at the box score. So you guys can actually see the stats on the screen, see who's been playing well and not playing well. So be on the lookout for that. Halftime usually runs a little long when I'm on stream. It just feels that way. So we'll go over all the box scores or some important stats from all the games that took place today, and we'll touch on some more Commissioner's Cup stats and standings. Cam Brink, Cam Brink she has 3 points, 3 rebounds, 2 fouls, and 1 assist, and a block, I believe, as well. She has 2 blocks, excuse me. Rakia, the other rookie, 4 points and an assist. And for the Aces, Kate Martin getting her first start, hits her only 2 shots, which were 2 threes. So she has 6 points and a rebound. Doom, 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 doom. Let me get this stuff ready for us here. So we have a smooth transition to how are they so close? That's a great question. That is a great question. They were up 15-0, the Aces were, but I don't know what happened. The Sparks made some substitutions, put in some veteran players, and all of a sudden They took the lead at one point. Oh, DeMar DeRozan from the who he play for now? Chicago Bulls is at the game with his daughters. That's dope. That is dope. Asia Wilson misses the second free throw. They're talking to DeMar's daughters. It got me distracted here. Asking her favorite players and whatnot. So it's 36-34. Ball and play with the Sparks here. Rizzy said he needs Aces to win and get 116. Also here in Vegas, Liberty. Oh, Beulah, yeah, that was bad. Jade, I think Jade just wanted to show out for Sandy Brondella, her Australian national team coach, like, or she's trying to earn a spot. Cam Brink gets blocked by Asia Wilson on the jump shot, but Rakia gets the rebound and scores with the left. Tie game, 36-all. Asia Wilson, I don't know how she got up high to block that Cameron Brink jump shot. She timed it perfectly. Aces ball. Plum with the left hand, and they get called for a moving screen by Alicia Clark. Aces got to make some adjustments or remove some players, make space for some new players if they want to three-peat. Because what? Yeah, I mean, they're missing Chelsea Gray, who's out with the injury. Their point guard, as they call her. Kirsten Bell, I don't know how good she really is. And now they're missing Jackie Young tonight. Jackie Young is out with an illness. Kia Nurse, corner three, and she misses. Asia Wilson with the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go, people. And it's a tie game, 36-all. Kate Martin comes off the screen, over to Hayes. Hayes with the slingshot, and splashes it. Tiff Hayes, left hand, looks like a shot put from the left-hand side, and buries it. It's 39-36. De'Erica with the ball. De'Erica drives, goes up, under, pump fakes, and scores. De'Erica, she's really good under the basket, playing against her former team. You know, if you're not familiar, De'Erica used to play with the Aces. Oh, Kate Martin, as I'm talking, goes all the way to the cup and scores. It's 41-38. We'll get back to that Hamby story in a minute. Hamby over to Nurse. Nurse over to Rakia. Rakia pulls up for the three, and she buries it. Ooh, I love this. I love it. 41-41. Rakia Jackson, not so fast. And she hits it right in front of the Aces bench. Kate Martin tries to answer, and she does. Oh, they going back and forth here in LA. Kate Martin returns the three, and we're under a minute here. 44-41. Laisha Clarendon with the ball, top of the key. Gets the screen from Brink. Goes to Cameron. Cameron dribbles and gets blocked. The ball goes off of, thought it hit off Cam's face, but Asia Wilson with another block on Cam Brink. I was saying Cam Brink got to get in the weight room a little bit. You got to get a little muscle on her to give them a little shove and fall away. But until then, we'll see. Over to Lexi Brown in the corner. Rakia Jackson to the bench. De'Erica finds Clarendon. 3 seconds. Clarendon pulls up, and she misses. Rebound, Cam Brink. Over to Kia Nurse. Hamby with the drive and scores on Asia with the right. 1 point game. 15 seconds to go here. Let me slow it down a little bit. 12 seconds. 11. 10. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Kelsey Plum with the ball by half court. She calls for the screen, gets the screen from Asia. She looking for the pass. Fine. Oh, over to Tiff Hayes. She doesn't get it off in time, does she? And no shot. It's no good. Wow, what a frantic end to that quarter. Sparks took the lead after being down 15. Aces retook the lead, and now it's a 44-43 game here at halftime. Aces up by 1. Wow. All right, let me turn the volume off. I don't need to hear what they got to say. We're gonna take a look at the box scores, people. We're gonna take a look at the box score. Hope you guys can see that clearly. We're at halftime. So the Aces, they outscored LA 26-21 in the first quarter. They were on, I think they scored the first 14 or 15 points. It was 14-0 or 15-0 at one point. And the Sparks fought back to make it a 5-point game. In the second quarter, they actually took the lead for a moment, and they outscored them 22-18 in the second quarter. But the Aces do have the 1-point lead at halftime. Let's take a look at Las Vegas. Alicia Clark, 15 minutes, no points, a rebound, and an assist, 2 turnovers, and 2 fouls. Kia Stokes, we know she don't really score, and she got 2 rebounds and 2 fouls for her as well. Asia Wilson, 17 minutes, 6 for 9, 16 points. She hit her only 3 she's taken, missed 2 free throws, has 5 rebounds, 4 blocks. I think 3 of them were on Cam Brink, and a steal. She's a +7 in her minutes. Kelsey Plum, she scored like all her points in the first quarter. She had like 2 threes and a couple layups. Since then she's been cold, but she does have 3 assists. And Kate Martin getting her first start of her rookie year of her W career. 3 for 3 from 3, goes coast to coast and hits a layup. So she's 4 for 4 overall for 11 points. And she has a rebound and an assist. Their bench, Gustafson, nothing. Sid Colson, nothing. And Tiff Hayes has 7. 1 for 3 from the 3-point line, 1 for 5 overall, and hit 4 of her 4 free throws. Jeez, why is talking so hard? Overall, 45.5% from the field for the Aces, 38.9% for their 3-point percentage, and 7 for 9 from the line. They have 4 turnovers as a team, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 steals. All right, so let's take a look at the Sparks now. The young and hungry Sparks here. Hamby, 15 minutes, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. She does have 3 turnovers and 2 fouls, but she was instrumental in getting the team back in this game. Cameron Brink, 3 points, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, 2 blocks. Does have 4 rebounds, 1 for 5 from the field. Rakia, 9 points, 4 of 6 shooting, 1 for 3 from 3, 1 rebound and an assist. Clarendon, no points. Clarendon out there doing cardio. Kia Nurse out there doing cardio as well. Steph Talbot, she came in, did some cardio. She has an assist and a rebound. She's a +14. When the bench lineup was on the floor, if you look at this plus minus, that's when they made the run. If you look at the starters, they're all minuses. But the bench, when they came in, they did work. So I got to give Steph Talbot credit for that. Lee came in, gave them 4 points and 5 rebounds in 11 minutes. Lexi Brown, 6 points, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, has 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And Ari McDonald, the live wire off the bench with 10 points, a steal, an assist, a rebound, 2 for 3 from 3, 3 for 5 overall. 48.5% from the field for the Sparks, 35.7% from 3-point range, and they're shooting 6 for 8 from the line. They have 17 rebounds as a team, 11 assists, and only I thought it was 2 turnovers. They have 9 turnovers, so they have to cut down on those turnovers. Some of those are moving screens, some of those are travels. They just have to cut down on those turnovers. I'm gonna just pull up the team stats. Looking at the chat, Kennedy Dornack, no, I'm not showing actual playing. It is against copyright laws for me to actually show the game on the stream. If you do want to watch it live, it is on League Pass, or if you live in the Las Vegas or Los Angeles areas, you can watch it on whatever channel they show it in those states, or those cities, I should say. RC says, yeah, the Liberty bowling out big time. Yeah, bro, I'm proud of the team. They have a nice 5-day break now, so they could rest. Kristen Milk is about as valuable. Man didn't even call her names. As valuable as an empty container of milk. Oh man, it's like Kristen Bell ain't it? Miranda, salute to you. Thanks for joining. Kate is cooking. Yeah, Kate is cooking in her first start. Daniel, thanks for the update. Celtics up 83-74, man. This might be a sweep. No, I'm gonna give the Mavericks a game. I can't do that to Luka and them. But yeah, let's get back to the team stats here in the meantime. As I was saying, I just want to scroll down towards the bottom. The largest lead, as you can see here, 15 for the Aces, and it's only a 1-point game now. Points in the paint, if you look at that column, 14, the Aces are in the left column, so it's 14 for the Aces, 22 for the Sparks. They're doing a lot of their damage in the paint here. They need to cut down on the turnovers because the Aces have 10 points off of their 10 turnovers. They're doing work on the rebounds. Everything else is about sort of equal to the Aces. So if they can handle that, they'll be solid. If you're just joining, it is halftime. It is halftime, so we just went over the box score of this game. What I'd like to do is, if there's multiple games that took place today, I'll go over the box score of all of them. So we're gonna start with the early game today. The first game, it was my team, the Liberty, hosting the winless Washington Mystics. As you can see at the top of their record, they're 0-12. The Mystics are 0-12. I don't even know if they're really tanking or they just not good. They just can't close games. They're dealing with injuries, so I gotta shoot them some bail on that. But they are not they can't close games. They'll be with you all the way up till halftime, third quarter, and then the fourth quarter they just fall apart. Especially with Brittany Sykes and Shakira Austin being hurt. So let's take a look at the box score for them. The Mystics, Aaliyah Edwards, she had her first double-double, I think it was. No, she had back-to-back double-doubles, I think Thursday and Friday. Yeah, it was Thursday and Friday. Back-to-back double-doubles for Aaliyah Edwards. But in this game, she only had 9 points and 6 rebounds in her start. The ex-Liberty player, Steph Dolson, 7 points. I think she had a bunch of points against the Fever the other day. Probably had like almost 20 points against them. But back to reality, 7 points for Steph. Van Loo with 8 points and 4 assists. Carly Samuelson, 5 points. And Ariel Atkins, she just can't carry a team by herself, 13 points. Their benches were really kept them in this game. Hines Allen, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, almost had a triple-double off the bench in 25 minutes. She always gives us problems because she's a dual threat. She could shoot the 3 and she could post up. Enxler went out there, did some cardio. Walker Kimbrough had 5 points. And then Jade Melbourne, I know somebody, Beulah just mentioned her. Jade Melbourne, she used to play with the Storm. The Storm traded her to Washington beginning of the year. She had 21 off the bench in 14 minutes. The young Australian, I think she's the youngest player in the league at 21 years old, from Australia, playing in front of Sandy Brondello, who is the head coach of the Australian national team. So she was probably trying to win some points and getting some starting minutes over there. I'm not sure what their lineup is, but 21 points in 14 minutes is nothing to slouch at. For the Liberty, Kayla Thornton, she's getting multiple starts since Courtney Vandersloot has been out for personal reasons. Not a good game today on the offensive end, only 2 points. Did have 4 rebounds, a steal, and a block. But Nigel Laney Hamilton, 5 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, taking on a lot more of the ball handling responsibilities with Vandersloot out, but she did have 7 turnovers. They call her at least once a game for carrying the ball. She needs to work on that, not carrying. And she always gets called for a travel somehow, some way, or a moving screen. So if she can limit the turnovers, we'll be better off. Stewie didn't have a good shooting night percentage-wise, 4 for 14. The free throws saved her percentage, saved her point total, and 0 for 5 from 3. Her threes have not been on this year. Very streaky. She did have 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. But she did have 5 fouls, I'm just recognizing. Jonquel Jones, 29 points. She led, I think this is the most points she scored in a Liberty jersey. Had 8 rebounds. 3 for 5 from 3. She was knocking them down. Very efficient, 11 for 15. Did add 2 blocks to it as well. Young Sabrina, 34 minutes, 19 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. She had 8 turnovers herself, so she got to cut that down as well. 8 turnovers, 15 turnovers between your backcourt is a recipe for disaster. But luckily, it was against a terrible team, and we were able to pull it out. Kennedy Burke played 11 minutes, had 9 points. And Leo Fibic, the German, her best shooting game in the Liberty jersey, 12 points on 4 of 8 shooting from 3. Did have 3 rebounds, and she's still dealing with foul trouble with 5 fouls. Daniel says, Jay, my Sparks play your Liberty twice this month. Yeah, I'm going to the game on the Thursday, and then one of my boys, I'm giving him the selling him the tickets to go on the Saturday. So I will get to see Cam and Rakia in person. I think it's like the 20th and the 22nd, if I remember correctly. Marquisha got 3 minutes. I wish he would have got some more. Dojkic had 3 points in her 8 minutes. So the Liberty, I think that's a 7-game win streak for us now. 7-game win streak for the Liberty. Let's take a look at the second game. We have about, how many minutes that says? That says 3 minutes before the third quarter, excuse me. So let me get this stuff ready so I'm not caught off guard. Reset all the times and whatnot. Third quarter. All right, so the Mercury in a double overtime game get the Dallas Wings. They beat them 97-90. I was sort of listening to it as I was making my way back from Barclays, and it looked like Dallas had chances to put this away, but unfortunately, they just couldn't get over the hump there. But Brittany Griner in her second game back, she had 24 and 9 in her start. Taurasi had 27 rebounds, 7 assists. She was building a brick house from 3, 2 for 11. Natasha Cloud with 7 and 7 assists with 4 rebounds, did have 6 turnovers. Kalia Copper just balling out of control with 29 points, 9 for 22. Terrible percentage, but she got it done in the end. Rebecca Allen, I think this is her first or second game back from concussion. 6 points. Didn't hit any threes. Their bench, Mack had 2. Cunningham had 7. Sutton had 2. For Dallas, Mo Billings on a hardship contract from the Sparks. The Sparks waived her at the beginning of during training camp, and she played 47 minutes, had 10 points and 11 rebounds. So salute to Mo Billings trying to find her way. Maddie Seeger has been a revelation for them. 12 points for her. McCowan had 20 and 9. Agumbawale 25 and 10 assists. I think that might be her career high, 10 assists. And Sevgi with 11 points. Their bench, Kalani gave him 8, and JC gave them 4. So it was a close game until that second overtime where the Mercury were able to outlast them. And let's quickly take a look at this last game. It looks like they're about to start in a couple minutes. The Lynx beat up on the Seattle Storm 83-64. As you can see, that fourth quarter, they outscored them 24-12. NECA had 14. Jewel led them with 25. Their bench didn't really give him anything. But Carlton gave him 13. Collier gave him 19. McBride, she's been shooting the leather off the ball. 7 for 10 from 3, 32 points. It's like she's not even thinking anymore. It's just dropping for her. It's crazy. But salute to Kayla McBride. And man, they've already played 3 times this year. And the Minnesota has won all 3 games. That is interesting. And by double digits, all 3 games. So that's that, people. That is that. Let me load this box score back up and go back to our single camera here with the stats. All right, so we're about to start the second half. It's a 44-43 game. Salute to everybody who's still tuned in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If they can't watch it, this is the next best place to watch it. Not watch it, but follow along with it, I should say. We're about to start this third quarter. Make sure you leave a like. Those who are here, subscribe. If you're on the Twitch, make sure you follow. We'll be doing watch-alongs all season long, all week long. So if you happen to be on the road and you can't watch the game and you want to keep up with it, or you just want to ask some questions, chat, make sure you tap in with your boy. And we're about to start. LA starts the third with the ball. RC says the Washington Biscuits because a biscuit looks like nah, this guy is crazy. Hamby over to Nurse, over to Clarendon in the corner for three. She shoots an air ball, and it looks like she gets fouled on a 3-point shot by Kia Stokes. Kia, you gotta know your personnel. Laisha is not a threat from three, so she bails her out, fouling her from the 3-point line. Gets into her landing space. It looks like a little bit of a flop by Laisha, but the ref calls it either way. RC said, Jay, the Mystics might want to book reservations for Cancun. Yeah, might as well get in on them deals right now. Clarendon hits the first free throw. Let me post this, man, comment. You might as well get in on them deals. Laisha hits the second. Because, boy, the way them folk playing, they may not win the game. Nah. Laisha hits all three free throws, and the Sparks retake the lead, 46-44 here. Asia initiating the offense. She brings the ball up the court. She passes it to Stokes. Stokes over back to Plum. Plum over to Martin. Martin over to Plum. Plum top of the key three. Misses. She's been cold since the second quarter, I should say. Clarendon with the ball. Over to Hamby. Hamby over to Nurse. Let's see if Nurse can put some points on the board. She hesitation, dribble, foul line, jumper, rolls around. Hamby with the rebound, and they call a foul on the floor on... I might be on Kate Martin there. Foul on Kate Martin. Let me turn my volume back up a little bit so I can make sure I can give y'all the correct information. So it's LA ball, sideline, out of bounds. Nurse over to Clarendon to inbound. Clarendon looking for Jackson, but she finds Hamby. She gets it to Hamby. Back to Clarendon. Clarendon mid-range jump shot misses. Asia with the rebound. Plum brings the ball up the court. Plum over to Alicia Clark, guarded by Rakia Jackson tightly. Oh, De'Erica Hamby shoots the pass lane, gets the steal. De'Erica slows it down. 1-2 goes into Asia and gets blocked by Asia. Oh, they don't call a foul. I pause the clock. Plum goes up, gets the long pass, throws it up, and gets fouled. It looked like everybody paused. They thought the foul was called on Asia Wilson on that block on the block on De'Erica. But then Kelsey Plum runs out, gets the ball, and ends up getting fouled trying to attempt the layup. So Kelsey Plum at the line for free throws. Kelsey Plum, she started off, I think it was 4 for 4. She missed her next 8 shots after that, and she hits the free throw. Plum at the line for the second. And she hits both. Maybe that'll get her back in a rhythm. Tie game, 46-all. Beulah says, Jay, remember DeMar DeRozan's daughter scream at the Raptors game? Oh, yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. You heard it all over the TV broadcast. De'Erica with the ball over to Rakia. Rakia over to Cam. Cam, spin move over to Kia Nurse. Can Kia Nurse get on the board? Front rims it. Laisha saves it. De'Erica Hamby tries to shoot a 3. Ew, De'Erica. And De'Erica buries the 3. RC says they keep giving her 3 minutes. Soon her name gonna be... Yeah. Yeah, they be violating my girl Marquisha. She gotta be better than Dojkic. Kate Martin with the ball. Corner to Kia Stokes. Martin gets in the paint. One leg fall away on Nurse. Front rims it. First miss of the game for Kate. And the Sparks are still up 3 here as we move towards the 7-minute mark. Oh, Kia Nurse goes up and gets fouled by Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes cannot stay out of foul trouble. Is Kate's defense matching her offensive output? Libra, salute to you. Yeah, Kate Martin, she's always going to be a dog on defense. She's up to 8 points for Kate. Sorry, 11 points for Kate. She's 3 for 3 from 3-point range. 4 for 5 overall. So Kia Nurse trying to get on the board here at the foul line, and she misses. She can't throw a rock in the ocean right now. Cannot throw a rock in the ocean. So Kia Nurse trying to get her first points of the game, can she? And she finally hits the free throw. Timeout called by Becky. So it's 50-46. Becky Hammond of the Aces takes a timeout, and they're going to commercial now. So the Aces are outscoring the Sparks are outscoring the Aces 7-2 in this third quarter. RC asks Boston buttering their fresh bread real well, and Dallas is just sitting there like a stale English muffin. Yeah, I thought that the Mavericks would get at least one game, but Dallas is a well-oiled machine at this point in time, my friend. Libra Dog says the glue here at Iowa. Can't believe the champs got this. Big still, yeah. Listen, she wasn't even there to get drafted. She was there to show support, and ends up on the best team, on the back-to-back champs team. Like, listen, you can't write it any better than that. And look, with all the injuries that they've been having, she's been thrusted into getting more meaningful minutes, so it's enhancing her development even better, as opposed to somebody on like a Marquisha Davis on my team, the Liberty, where we have everybody pretty much healthy besides Vandersloot. So Marquisha is the odd man out, unfortunately. That's what happens when you get drafted to a good team. You don't always get minutes unless something breaks in your favor. Happens in all sports. The Patriots with Tom Brady and Bledsoe getting hurt, Brady gets to start, and the rest is history. You just got to take advantage of the opportunities when they show up, you know. All right, guys, if you're just joining, we're in timeout right now. Aces called a full timeout. They started off the third quarter pretty raggedy. They're being outscored 7-2 so far, and they are losing to the 3-7 Sparks. This is a Commissioner's Cup game. If you're new to the stream or new to the W, basically the W's in-season tournament. Been going on since the 2021 season. We already have one finalist in right now, the Liberty. They clinched on Saturday, but they put the nail in the coffin today. So the Liberty will be representing the East in the Commissioner's Cup final on June 25th. Now, the rest of this week will determine which West team finishes with the better record, who will be playing against them. The Commissioner's Cup is usually streamed on Prime Video. So if you're not subscribed to Prime or you don't have an Amazon Prime account, I don't know what to tell you, but you might want to look into that for the Commissioner's Cup. Ball back in play with the Aces here. Let's see what they run out of this timeout. Gustafson in the game with Alicia Clark, Martin, Plum, and Wilson. Plum, right side of the floor, pump fakes on the 3, 7 on the shot clock. Plum with the crossover goes to Alicia Clark. Alicia Clark in the post to Wilson, fall away jumper, misses. And that was a terrible play if that was the play they were supposed to run. The Sparks played solid defense, though. De'Erica over to Clarendon. Clarendon drives left over to Brink. Brink goes to Hamby in the post. She's looking. Reverse pivot on Wilson and scores. De'Erica has the moves. Libra Dog says, I do. They're making me use the WNBA trial since it's not on Ion. Yeah. Plum to the basket. Plum with the crossover. Plum spin move, trying to get back on the board and scores. Tough move by Kelsey. And it's 52-48. Yeah, Ion is only on Fridays, Libra. So any other day, you're not going to get to watch anything on Ion. Cameron Brink with the drive, goes up with the one leg shot, gets fouled by Meg Gustafson. So Cam Brink going to the line for more free throws. Kiri, make sure I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What do you guys think is going on with the Aces? I'm gonna post that question to the stream. What do you think is going on with the Aces? Number one is injuries. They're missing their engine, which is Chelsea Gray. Number two is, what is number two? I don't know. I think number one is just mainly injuries. Without Chelsea Gray, they look like an average team. Not average, but less than a superpower that they were. She makes both free throws. Siren says, where are you watching this? I'm watching this on League Pass, but I am not in the LA or Vegas area, so I am not blacked out. Foul on Clarendon. No, this game right now is on League Pass. I was talking about the Commissioner's Cup, which is on Prime, the final game, which is on Prime on June 25th. This game is on WNBA League Pass. Ball in play with the Aces. Kate Martin with the ball. Kate Martin dribble penetration. She goes up with the scoop, right layup, and scores. Good quick scoop by Kate and scores. Brink over to Hamby. Hamby picks up her dribble over to Clarendon. Clarendon right in front of the LA bench. She posting up Kelsey Plum. She goes up, shoots the jumper over Kelsey, and scores. Caitlin, I almost called her Caitlin Clark. Alicia Clark goes to the basket, left hand layup, smokes it, and the Sparks are on the run. Kia Nurse, can she hit the three? Oh, Kia Nurse, corner three, buries it. And the Sparks are on the run. Another timeout by Becky Hammond, 59-50. The Sparks are up 9 points. Biggest lead of the game for them. Kiri says, is the one helping the team. I'm new to watching the WNBA, so I wasn't here for last season. So Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea Gray, she is there. Well, she's a 3-time champion now. She won her first championship with Candace Parker back in Los Angeles. She is the engine that makes this team go. She's a scorer. She's a very good passer, organizing the team, and she can score as well. Right now, Kelsey Plum and Jackie Young are having to take on more of playmaking duties instead of being just scorers, defenders, and sometimes having to make a pass here and there. Now in this game, Jackie Young is out. She's out with an illness. She's been ill for the past 2 or 3 games. So no Jackie Young tonight. So they're having to try and fit newer pieces in to those starter minutes. So like tonight, they have Kate Martin and Alicia Clark starting, when usually the starting lineup would be Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, and Jackie Young. So they're starting a rookie and like a 8-9 year veteran here. Kia's, we know what we're going to get from Kia, Kiri. Kia's not going to look to score unless she's wide open, whether it's by the 3-point corner or right under the basket. She's just there for defense and rebounds. So she's basically a liability on that side of the floor, the offensive side. Meg, I haven't seen anything from Meg that makes it seem, as the Aces inbound the ball, that's important. Makes it seem like she's an important piece. I don't know if she's still trying to learn the system, but she hasn't shown anything good. Oh, Kelsey Plum knocks down a 3 as I say that, and it's back to a 6-point game. Kia Nurse with the ball, looked like she traveled, but she hits the 3, comes in and hits the 2. So Kia Nurse, she's finally awoken. Kate Martin drives to the basket and they call a foul. Emma Cannon hasn't even touched the floor. I think they just wanted Emma as a veteran piece that can come in just in case, but I don't think she's played a minute. So it's interesting. I mean, they had to convince Tiffany Hayes to come out of retirement. As I say that, she has the ball. Good pass to Alicia Clark, and they score. Tiffany Hayes was on the couch, like sleeping, like wondering what she's gonna do with her life, and Becky Hammond calls her out of retirement She just retired like end of last year. So it's interesting. Asia Wilson gets the steal. Tiffany Hayes goes in. She tried to draw a foul, but it was a good block. Yeah, Rizzy. Yeah, they were up by 15, but things change fast in this league. Rakia Jackson with the ball. She drives right by Kate, goes up with the right, misses. Kelsey Plum with the rebound over to Tiffany Hayes. I'm gonna answer that question, Kiri, in a second. Tiff Hayes over to Kelsey Plum. She drives right by Aaron McDonald. Euro steps into the middle of the paint, misses the layup. Kelsey Plum, she is having a nightmare of a second quarter, third quarter, I should say. Aaron McDonald gets to the floater. Oh, she misses the wide open floater. Oh, De'Erica saves it. Oh, and Kate Martin dives for the live on the loose ball and trips up De'Erica. So foul on Kate. Looks Kelsey Plum yelling at the ref. And they're upset here. She wanted a foul or something. I don't know what happened. But Aces are getting frustrated, to say the least. There is a tech. So I was right. Kelsey Plum was like yelling right in the ref face. So they call her with the tech. So Kia Nurse at the line for one free throw. And she buries it. So it's 61-55. Kiri X. What about Sydney? Sydney Colson? Listen, man. Like, I know Aces fans love her. She's a very entertaining personality, I will say. But if you're counting on her for vital minutes during the season consistently, I don't see it. She can come in like she did in the finals, as much as I don't want to rehash the finals against my team. She came in that game, what was it, 4, and did what she was supposed to do. But if you're asking her to do that for multiple games throughout a 40-game season, it's not going to pan out in your favor. She hits both free throws, De'Erica Hamby. We're back in play. It's 64-55. Kate Martin with the ball. Finds Tiffany Hayes. Hayes over to Asia Wilson by the foul line. Over to Meg. Corner to Kate. Kate guarded by Rakia Jackson. Rookie on rookie here. Asia Wilson gets deep in the post. Fall away jumper is good. She loves that little fall away jumper. Left-handed, cashes it in. 64-57 here. Oh, Cam Brink says, Cam Brink for 3. Cameron Brink, top of the key, eyes it down, dots the 3, and it's back to a 10-point game here. Wilson, handoff to Kate. Kate gets into the paint, looking for somebody. Goes back to Asia. Asia, wide open hop step, and they call a foul on Brink. And Asia Wilson takes a hard fall there. That's funny. It looked like she ran into a brick wall there, but Cameron Brink is all skin and bones. I don't understand what happened there. Yeah, I'm gonna put this comment up. Yeah, Sydney just there for vibes. Sydney is there for vibes, and then she'll give you a good game here and there. Kate Martin has, I think she had 13 at my last check for Terry. Kate Martin with 13 in her first start in the W, I should say. So Asia Wilson on the floor, she took a hard bump there from Cameron Brink, but I don't understand. Like I mentioned, Cameron Brink, she weighs probably 150 soaking wet. So she tries to draw the foul and then falls directly. Wasn't able to catch herself. But I hear the applause that she's back up. Let me fix the timer here. We have 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go in this third quarter. All her teammates, the coaches, the whole city of Las Vegas around her right now. They know if she goes down, it's curtains. Kiri, I do think it was a good choice to waive Diasia. For what they want to accomplish this year, Diasia wasn't gonna help with that, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, she didn't even. Ooh, that was a rough one. So Asia Wilson on the bench, she's stretching it out. Her face has a grimace on it. The The foul was on Cameron Brink. That might be 4 on Cam if I'm correct. Let me refresh this actually. So it looks like Asia's going back to the line. She has 18.7 rebounds, 5 blocks. That was only 2 fouls on Cam? Okay. Or did they not update? I thought Cam had 3 fouls, but they say she only has 2, which is a good sign, I guess. Yeah, they just updated it. 3 fouls for Cameron, 3 fouls for Cameron Brink. So Asia Wilson, she's okay. She's at the line. She's going to shoot these free throws. We got a Kate Martin fan here in Bradley. Let's go, Martin. She's doing well in her first start. Asia Wilson hits the first free throw. Yeah, Carrie, Daisha's good. It's just in this league, the height is just, it's tough. It's tough. And Asia hits both free throws. And we're back to an 8-point game here. Approaching 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. A game in which the Aces were up 15-0 at one point. The Sparks have come all the way back to take a double-digit lead at one point. But Cameron Brink goes, she tries to passes it to Ari McDonald, who drives. Ari McDonald, you got to shoot it. But De'Erica Hamby, 1 second on the shot clock violation, I believe. And now we got another Aces player down. It was Tiffany Hayes, but she's back on her feet. Did I see Caitlin's 30 bomb? Yeah, she got a good 4 days of rest. Siren got a good 4 days of rest and came back and put it to the Mystics. I mean, granted, the Mystics aren't a good team, but you still got to hit those shots. Kate Martin with the ball over to Asia Wilson. Bad pass. It gets tipped out by De'Erica. It gets tipped out by Asia, and it's Sparks ball. Miriam, salute to you. I just did the free trial on YouTube to watch the game live. Miriam, you gotta take a look at that stuff. There's if you're in the LA or Las Vegas area, it's gonna be blacked out. You have to watch it on your local broadcaster in those areas. Cameron Brink with the ball on Meg Gustafson. She goes up under, throws up the hook shot, Kareem style, misses. Plum with the rebound. I'll answer that second in the question. Answer that question in a second, Kiri. Foul on the play on Ari McDonald. Chelsea's injury is a foot injury. It's the same foot that she hurt during the finals. I guess the rehab hasn't been going according to plan, or it's been going slower. I mean, Chelsea is a little older, so the bones don't heal as fast, you know. Asia Wilson at the line for free throws. She hits the first. I'm going to tell you right now how old Chelsea Gray is. Chelsea Gray is 31 years old. So, you know, after 30, the bones don't heal as quickly as they used to. Let me stop. I'm 30 myself, so I can't even say that. Ari McDonald with the ball. It's a 6-point game here. Sparks with the ball. Stephanie Talbot in the game. Finds Lexi Brown right in front of Sparks' bench. Lexi comes off the screen. She's probing. Goes at Kate Martin. 5 on the shot clock. Lexi just dribbling. Lexi just shoots it over Kate. Kate, solid defense. I think she got the block and the rebound there. Kate Martin over to Asia. Asia back to Kate. Kate corner to Tiff Hayes. Good move by Tiff. She goes to the basket and gets fouled by Cameron. Cameron Brink, 4th foul. Siren said, do I like men's basketball better? Yeah, I could. She stuck out that leg. I don't know about that. Siren, I would say yeah. Not by much though. I just like professional basketball in general. So I don't watch a lot of college. I started watching college a little bit last year because of I wanted to keep abreast of all the girls that were coming in this year as Tiffany Hayes hits the first free throw. Cameron Brink to the bench. She has 4 fouls. But I don't watch a lot of college basketball. I will start watching a lot of women's this season with Juju, and you have Paige. Like, I was aware of all these players as LA calls a timeout right now. So we're at a minute and a half to go, minute 32 to be exact. Sparks up 4 as the Sparks call a timeout. So especially like Kiki Iriafen at USC, Juju at USC, Hannah Hidalgo. So I'm gonna start paying attention more instead of just looking at the tournament. Peter asks, used to having this kind of broadcast for football with Tom Grossi. Glad to see this for women's basketball in my first year watching. I'm glad I could provide a service. I started this channel last season. It would be times where I would be on the road and I couldn't keep up with the game because I didn't have access to League Pass or whatever the case was. And I would go on YouTube to try and find this type of content, and there was none in particular for the Liberty. So it just started off as a Liberty focus only. But then I said, let me expand it to the W. I'm watching all these games, so I might as well display my information, some knowledge, and some discussion to the broader YouTube community. Celtics up 2-0. Thanks, Daniel. Thank you. I thought the Celtics would have one of their typical game twos where they take their foot off the gas, but they could smell blood in the water, it looks like, and they're on the go. So Cameron Brink, they're showing her stats: 8 points, 5 rebounds, 4 blocks tonight. She does have 4 fouls. Somebody's asking for Asia's points. Asia, I think, has 18 still. Asia with she has 22, excuse me. 22 and 7 for Asia. Ball and play. The Aces are right here. Let me boops up the score. It's 67-63, guys. My apologies. Dearica Hamby to Lee. Lee in the post by Gustafson. She goes up and under on Gustafson. Gets her own rebound. Goes up and scores. Lee Ueru out of China gets her own rebound and scores. Back to a 6-point game. Approaching a minute to go here in LA. Sparks looking for the upset here. And Tiff Hayes gets all the way to the cup. They let her go. And the vet scores with the left hand layup. Under a minute here. 4-point game. 4 Aces players in double figures here. Lee over to Lexi Brown. Over to Dearica, left side of the floor. They're trying to get Lee back in the post. Nope, they reverse side of the floor. Over to Lexi. Lexi, long mid-range jump shot, misses. Fouled by Asia Wilson for encroaching on the shooter. So Asia Wilson gets charged with the foul. Rizzy says, I'm in Vegas and I see nothing for streaming for your info. Yeah. I hope eventually more and more people get to doing this here, joining this community here, trying to just get the W's knowledge and coverage out there, because especially now with all the different streaming services and stuff that they have games on, it's hard to keep up with, especially in these times. Lexi Brown misses the first and hits the second. It's a 5-point game here with 40 seconds to go. Siren says, I hate the Celtics, so do I. I need to tilt my camera up. That's my Heat flag right over here. And so, Heat Celtics, that's a nice little rivalry there. Aces with the ball. Tiff Hayes misses the layup. Kate Martin in the corner, down in the post to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson tries to go up, under, throws it up, gets her own rebound. She loses it, and Hamby with the rebound. Asia might get a tech here, but she's arguing in the backcourt. They slow it down. 10 seconds to go, and they call a tech on Asia Wilson. She better not get a double tech here. She's yelling at the ref. She wanted a foul on that last attempt. So the Aces are capitulating here a little bit. They're losing control of their emotions, especially their 2 main players. Plum and Asia both have techs. Everybody. This is the repeated question. Daisy salute, Top Tube salute. Daisy asks, what's going on with the Aces? That is the reoccurring question I've seen on this stream. What is going on with the Aces? I don't really see a foul primarily in that replay they showed. Lexi hits the free throw. Oh, Becky Hammond gets hit with a tech as well. So the coach and the 2 stars both get hit with tech. So it's 72-65. I thought it was 1 tech, but it's 2. Ari McDonald with the ball. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3. Ari to the basket. Right hand scores. So that's a 4-point play there by the Sparks. Tiff Hayes at the buzzer misses the shot, and that's how the quarter ends. So the Aces give up 2 techs there, and then Ari McDonald hits the layup with 2 seconds left to give them a 4-point swing there in the last 5 seconds. And they're up 74-65. 9-point game, going into the 4th quarter. Kerry Durant, who do you think will be next year's draft number 1 pick for the WNBA? Listen, I could say somebody now, and then an injury happens and something switches. But as of now, it's Paige. Kerry is a technical foul. Basically, it's I don't even know how to describe a technical foul. Nobody's ever asked me that. I've never had to describe one. Basically, when you're yelling at the ref, or a coach is yelling at the ref, or a player is yelling at the ref, or berating a ref, they get called for a foul. If you get 2 technical fouls, you get ejected from the game. So a technical foul results in one free throw for the other team. So just think of it, they did something bad to the ref, and they got called for a foul. Daisy says Juju still has to play at least 2 or 3 more seasons before she's eligible for the draft. So to answer that draft question, I'm gonna say Paige as of now. Kiki Iriafen, who was at Stanford, she was Cam Brink's teammate last year. She's now at USC with Juju. I think she'll be a senior next year, if I'm not mistaken. She is next level, bro. I was watching her in the tournament. Never seen this girl play a day in my life. And I was like, man, if I didn't know Cameron Brink was the draft pick that was coming out, I would have thought she was the draft pick. She was getting like 25 and 10s. It was crazy. Daniel says, never count out my Sparks. See, my resident Sparks fan here, Daniel. We got 3 chips. Listen, salute, man. I can't even say nothing. My team don't got none, so I can't even say nothing about your chips. Y'all look good right now. I mean, the Aces are down, but listen, you can only play who's out there on the court, and you guys are taking advantage of the opportunity here. Yeah, Peter, and they get possession, yes. No. If they already have possession, they keep possession. If the other team has possession, then the other team keeps possession. They just get the technical foul. The other team who didn't get the technical foul will shoot the free throw, but the ball will go back to the team that had possession. No problems, Kiri. I just had to think about it. No, I've never had to actually think about what a technical foul is, so that's good for me to rehash. Let me reset stuff for the 4th quarter. They're about to start in probably about 30 seconds here. Aces will start with the ball. Yeah, Rizzy. Aggressive fouls. They're more flagrant fouls. I guess that's the technical term for an aggressive foul. Similar to what Asia Wilson gets fouled on a foul line jump shot, and she's going to the line. Similar to what what's that girl's name? Alyssa Thomas did to Angel Reese with the choke slam. That was a flagrant foul. That was a second level of a flagrant foul, which was an automatic ejection there. Yeah, Terry. Nah, I'm going through the comments. I'm a little behind on them. Yeah, Daisy. Yeah, Juju can't leave yet. You got to be at least 22 years of age, or I think you have to you have to be a senior in college to enter the draft. Excuse me. Asia Wilson hits. Does she hit both? Yes, she does. She hits both free throws. Ball back in play with the Sparks. 74-67. Miranda asks, "Are you doing the stream for the game tomorrow?" No, I'm doing the stream tomorrow as well. I will be doing the stream tomorrow as well. Foul on Tiffany Hayes on Lexi Brown. Olivia Maz Iglesia, salute to you. See, I'm not well versed in college women's basketball, so this year I'm gonna really have to dig in besides the big names that I already know, or the 5 names I already know, I'm going to have to really dig in and see who's gonna be next up. Ball with the Sparks. Ari McDonald with the ball. Oh, double crossover by Ari. Oh, that was dirty. Ari McDonald had Kelsey going the whole opposite way. She was on her way back to I almost called it Las Vegas with that one. And De'Erica Hamby and Asia Wilson get entangled, fouled on De'Erica. Ari McDonald, boom, crossed Kelsey Plum. She was going the whole opposite way. It pulls up for the mid-range jumper. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. In regards to my streaming schedule, I'll be posting it on the community tab on my YouTube page. So if you go to my YouTube channel and you hit, I think it's under community, right? Where you could create posts. Lee Uriru with the foul on Kelsey Plum. So Kelsey Plum going to the line for free throws. Kiri asks, who's my team? I'm gonna just show you my shirt. I'm gonna show you my what side is it? I'm gonna show you my little flag here. I'm gonna show you my little jacket here. I'm gonna show you that. You can see that back there too. So you can see my team. I'm gonna show you my hats too. I'll put my hat on. Nah, let me stop. But yes, I am a Liberty fan. I am a Liberty fan. Kelsey hits both free throws, people. And it's 69-76. 9 minutes to go. Can the Aces make a comeback here? Moving screen by Lee. And another turnover by the Sparks. They look like they're capitulating here. 4 fouls on Lee. 4 fouls on Brink. So the bigs are getting into foul trouble for the Sparks. It's what's this? A 7-point game here. Plum with the ball. Plum driving to the basket. Goes corner to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson, top of the key to Tiff Hayes. Pump fakes. She gets to her left hand. Goes up for the layup. Oh, it rolls around and scores. So the Aces are on a run here. Aces are on the run here. Aaron McDonald. It's a 5-point game here. Aaron McDonald over to Hamby. Over to Talbot. Steph Talbot, step back 3? I ain't never seen you do that in my life. I ain't never seen Steph do that. She hits the top of the key 3, step back, 78-71. Kelsey Plum, hesitation dribble. She picks up her dribble, though. Over to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson, guarded by Hamby. Oh, she tries to do the one-leg fall away, tries to go glass, misses. Steph Talbot with the rebound. Over to Ari McDonald, left side of the floor here. Ari McDonald fumbling the ball a bit, but she gets it back. Over to De'Erica, top of the key. De'Erica finds Lexi. Lexi, hesitation, gets into the paint. Back out to De'Erica. She traveled. I seen it. She traveled. Daisy says Brink needs to work on her foul trouble. Definitely. She definitely needs to work on that. She's so used to going. She needs to balance going for every block with just keeping your hands vertical. But she's so eager to try and get the block, she gets herself into foul trouble. But a couple of the fouls she had were like moving screens. That's 2 people are at fault there, the point guard or the ball handler and the screener. But Kelsey Plum goes reverse, misses the reverse layup, but she gets her own rebound after a tip out. Pump fakes over to Kia Stokes. Oh, she resets for 3. She's off. That looked off out of her hand. She is building a brick house out there, Kelsey Plum. Talbot with the ball. Talbot spin move over to Lexi. Lexi pump fake, resets, 3. Oh, that was short. Rebound, Alicia Clark, foul on Talbot. Oh, my bad, guys. I have the wrong score up. Let me take a point off of the Sparks here. It's 78-71. Iglesias said that was her problem in college too. Yeah, I looked at I was looking at the stats for her in college with the fouls, and yeah, that's the running joke on Cam Brink is she can't save herself from foul trouble. Asia Wilson with the ball, good find to Kia Stokes. As I was saying about Kia Stokes, she won't take a shot unless she's wide open under the basket. I don't know what happened there. Something got thrown on the court, so they had to stop play. Kiri says, how come they never play Sydney or Emma? Sydney played a little bit this game. Out of necessity. Emma's just there for a veteran presence. If you're familiar with NBA basketball, if you know Udonis Haslem from my Miami Heat team, that's what Emma Cannon is doing now. And there's a foul called on Kia Stokes. 5 fouls on Kia Stokes. Dark Reef says Jamal Murray in the stands. They didn't really point him out yet, unless I'd missed it. I know DeMar DeRozan is in the stands with his daughters. In terms of NBA, I know Jimmy Butler was there last game, but I haven't seen Murray, or they haven't pointed him out. Fee says, who you think is going to win this game as the ball is back in play with the Sparks? I think the Aces might win this. Oh, Lexi Brown just chucks it up. She was begging for a foul. It looks like she turned her ankle a bit, and it's a rebound by Kate Martin with the ball. Oh, nah, I see what you're saying, Dark. Oh, Kelsey Plum cannot buy a basket. She smokes a layup. Oh, Lexi Brown, right wing three. Oh, she misses and balls out of bounds off the Sparks. Man, the Sparks can't get out their own way right now. I got you, Dark. Where's Luka? Luka about to go home if he don't fix up. To be honest, I don't know what happened in that game. I don't know if he played good, bad. I just had Daniel in the chat giving me the scores because I have not been looking at that game. But they about to go home. Oh, Tiff Hayes gets to the left hand, blows right by her defender, and it's a 3-point game here, people. Don't go anywhere. The Aces, the veteran Aces, shorthanded, trying to claw their way back after giving up a big lead in the first quarter. Let's see what can happen here. Lee shoots a long mid-range jump shot. That's a terrible shot selection. Rebound. Aces here. Oh, Alicia Clark for 3. Oh, that would have tied the game there. Ari McDonald a rebound. Leah, I would prefer if the Sparks win in this game. Ari McDonald. Oh, Rakia Jackson, corner 3. Oh, air ball. Yikes. She shoots it over the rim. Had too much time. Tiff Hayes, crossover. Gets to the paint, goes up, foul, and 1. Tiffany Hayes. The old, I shouldn't call her old. The vet who was just retired probably 2 weeks ago gets a call from Becky, gets on the court, and she gets fouled and scores going for the 3-point play here. Jacob said, brother, too focused on the W. Yeah. Once my team got out, I basically compartmentalized the NBA. It goes on the back burner. The Miami Heat got eliminated, and I was like, okay, I'll watch a game here and there. I was keeping up with the Knicks, since that's the hometown team. But once they went out, I was like, all right, I don't really care who wins. Don't want Boston to win, but they're a good, I shouldn't say good. They're a great team, solid team, so I can't really say anything. Terry says if the Aces didn't lose their heads and get teased, they would be ahead. Yeah, but they got frustrated. They got 3 techs in this game, which was 3 free throws. And they would, yeah, that's sort of the difference in the game right now. Fee says, I don't think the Sparks should be looking for threes now. They shouldn't, but they it's like when you're looking back, it's like in your dreams, when you're running away from a monster in your dreams and you think you're running as fast as you can, you look back and the monster's like right on your heels. That's what's happening to the Sparks right now. They see that monster coming and they're trying to outrun it with the 3, but it's just not working. The great benefactor, salute to you, says, I can't wait until I see Kiyomi McMillan Rutgers. Okay, I'm gonna take note of that and look into Kiyomi McMillan. Aces need to clutch this. Sorry, Sparks. Rizzy, like, man, forget what the Aces got, forget what the Sparks got going on. They're showing Khalil Mack, LA Chargers linebacker. He's in the stands right now watching the game. Corey says we're back in it. Yep. RC says, Jay, I be thinking about starting a Timberwolves channel, but I don't know I can run 2 channels. Yeah. I be seeing the amount of content you post, bro. Follow my guy RC. Um, you be posting, bro. I don't know. I couldn't do two different teams or put all my effort into two different teams. That would be tough. Agidia says, I think threes are ruining the sport. Everyone's looking to shoot the three and bricking. The big should be driving into the basket. You are absolutely right. I'm gonna put this comment up. You're absolutely right. It's all levels of basketball. The kids only follow what the pros do, you know? So when the pros are shooting a bunch of threes, the kids like, oh, this pro's doing it, so I'm gonna do it as well. So that's good. Sigmund, salute. What's going on? Hope all is well. Aaliyah says, do I like CC? Yeah, I got no problem with CC. I have no problem with CC. A couple of the games I've done with CC where she's done well, I've been super excited. I'm excited for what she brings. I just wanted people to temper their expectations with her coming into the league, but I can't control another person's feelings or emotions. Oh, Tiff Hayes misses the free throw to tie the game, and the Sparks have the rebound. We're back in play, y'all. Back in play. Clarendon over to Brink. Brink at the three-point line. She hesitated on the three, didn't want to take it. Ray Burrell, I think this is the first time I'm seeing her. She gets her shot blocked by Asia. Asia might have like 7 blocks tonight. Kate Martin with the rebound. Kate Martin going coast to coast, goes up with the scoop. Rakia Jackson returns the favor, blocks it right back. Cameron Brink. Oh, bad pass by Cam Brink. She telegraphed that pass all the way. Alicia Clark with the steal. Asia Wilson over to Kelsey Plum. Pump fakes. She shoots the mid-range floater, and she shoots an air ball, but luckily it goes off the Sparks and goes out of bounds. Kelsey Plum cannot buy a basket. Michelle D, salute for you for the subscription. Appreciate you. Kiri says, do you think adding Tiffany was a good choice? She remember, like I just said, she was just retired, Tiffany Hayes. So you got to give her some time. Kelsey Plum, oh, that's what shooters do. They keep shooting. Kelsey Plum gives Aces the lead, 80-78. She hits the three from the right wing. Cameron Brink with the ball. Cameron Brink says, I can do that. Oh, she breaks it, though. Kate Martin with a rebound. Kate Martin, guarded by Rakia Jackson, over to Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum, pep in her step, gets fouled by Clarendon. Terry said, I was surprised. Brink shooting threes. She should be shooting in the paint. Yeah, but to her defense, Asia Wilson's smacking everything she shoots in the paint right back in her face. Asia Wilson up to 6 blocks. The Aces are on a 12-2 scoring run here. I told you, that monster. Kelsey Plum hits the first free throw. That monster on your back. That monster chasing you, I should say. Oh, sorry. I think I gave her an extra free throw, but she probably hits this. She does. 82-78, excuse me. Ball with the Sparks. Sparks, they need a score here. Brink over to Rakia. Rakia goes at Kate. She tries to reverse it to De'Erica. De'Erica with the ball over to Clarendon. Clarendon over to Rakia. Rakia, 5 seconds to shoot. She goes up, floater. Oh, she banks it in. Rakia Jackson. 2-point game here, 82-80. Rakia Jackson, tough shot. Tiff Hayes goes to the paint. She throws it up, and it gets partially blocked by Ray, and Cameron Brink stays Aces ball. Juneri says it's already cooked. They led earlier so people will bet more to Sparks, and in the end, they will let Aces win. Man, got the tinfoil on. I got CC hitting 3 threes tomorrow to show out. I mean, that'll be her revenge game against the season opener. Asia Wilson over to Tiff Hayes for 3. Oh, short. And Rakia Jackson secures the rebound. Listen, I'm the worst person. I'm in the drought when it comes to the betting. Ray Burrell for 3, and the Sparks retake the lead. Tiffany Hayes looked like she fell on her arm. The clock is running here, but Tiffany Hayes is on the floor. I don't know what's happening. The clock is still running. Holy smokes. Ray Burrell wide open in the corner. I don't think she's played a lot tonight and hits the corner. I don't know what Kurt Miller be doing sometimes. Yo, Danny, you got to tell me what Kurt be doing. Oh, the clock's been running this whole time. Sorry, guys. I'm going to fix the clock at the next break. Kelsey Plum, she's almost done building the brick house in Los Angeles. A lot of real estate because she just can't buy a basket. in this second half. She hit a 3. Other than that, it's been Brick City. Rakia over to De'Erica. De'Erica with the pump fake. Over to Ray. Ray from the other side for 3. Ray Burrell. Back-to-back threes. One in one, the left corner. The next one in the right. 86-82. Sparks retake the lead. Kelsey Plum trying to make something happen. Tiffany Hayes with the ball. Over to Asia. Asia, foul line jumper. Buries it. 2-point game here. I need to fix this clock, guys. We're under 2 minutes here. Let me stop this clock for a second, guys. I'm going to get it right. We're at 2:20, 2:15. Let me get it right. Oh, Laisha Clarendon throws up the floater and scores. It's going back and forth here. It is going back and forth here. Holy smoke. Sorry, guys. My comments are all the way. I'm way past. Who did they sub in for rape? I think they took Talbot out. Oh, Asia Wilson to the basket and scores. It's 86-88. Why am my score is wrong? Thank you. 86-88. I got so hyped I changed the wrong team score. Rakia with the ball. Rakia goes to the basket. Another floater, foul, and 1. Rakia Jackson. It's 86-90. $86.90. I got so hype. I'm over here changing the wrong team score. It's going back and forth. I'm looking at the comments. Oh my goodness. Wow. Timeout call, guys. Timeout call. This is a good one here. Kate Martin with the foul. And when we come back from the Sparks timeout, Rakia Jackson will be going to the line to shoot a foul shot for the 3-point play. Yeah, RC it's literally Asia or nothing at this point. Kelsey Plum, I'm gonna tell y'all Kelsey's stats. Kelsey, 7 for 21, 4 for 11 from 3. She does have 24 points, but 7 for 21 is awful. Yeah, I got the score right now, Fee. Thank you. Gideon says, I think the divorce has affected Kelsey. I'm weak. Listen, man. Listen, people deal with grief differently. Shout out to everybody here on the stream, having a good old time here. Oh, man, we got a good crowd here. Good crowd here. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow. Instead of Plum Dog, call her Brick Dog. Yeah, literally. It's been brick after brick, airball after airball. It's been god awful. And this from the second quarter on, Kelsey Plum has looked average, less than average. We're at a timeout right now. Yeah, guys, sorry about the wrong time. They had a shot on Tiffany Hayes on the floor, and the clock was still running, so I paused it, and then the clock was wrong. So I got it all fixed up now. Oh, my clock is at 0 right now. Hold on, give me a second. There's a minute 42 left. Everything is bad here. I thought I reset this. There we go. It's 2:15. Nah, not the final score. Not the final score, guys. My bad. I thought I had reset it. There's a minute 46 left here. I thought I reset it. Too much going on here. Too much going on. 146. 146. All right, there we go. We good now. 142, actually. 142, guys. 142. 142. I hope you guys are depending on my time for the bets. I hope not. I apologize. Ray Burrell off the bench. They just did a little feature on Ray Burrell. Ray Burrell off the bench. 4 minutes, 6 points. I don't know what Kurt Miller be doing. And Rakia Jackson hits the 3-point play. It's 91-86. 91-86, people. All right, I'm scrolling back up to the top. I missed some of these comments here. My bad, y'all. So the Aces called a reset timeout. That's something new they instituted where instead of calling a timeout to huddle, you just call a timeout to advance the ball to half court. It saves time. Kelsey Plum with the ball. Kelsey Plum into the paint. Reverse pivot. Asia Wilson for three. Can she hit it? Oh! Asia Wilson for three, people. And it's a 2-point game. A minute and a half to go here. Laisha Clarendon, left side of the floor. Guarded by Kelsey. Laisha, the Ricky in the post. Spin move on Kate Martin. Fall away jumper off the glass. She gives her the too little. 93-89. Oh my goodness. Rakia Jackson. Oh, Kelsey Plum. She just can't buy it back. It just throws up a brick. Holy smokes. Rakia Jackson just taking it to Kate Martin. Gives her the too little. Oh my days. Laisha Clarendon with the ball. This could seal the game if the Sparks can score. De'Erica in the post. De'Erica spins, reverse pivot, goes up, and they call an offensive foul. De'Erica tried to do too much there. And De'Erica with the foul. She tried to do too much. Wow. Rakia Jackson hit her with the turnaround from the same spot and said, she's too little. She's too little. I love it, man. These games have been so good today. The last game I watched, Nafisa and NECA were getting into it. This game, the two rookies going at each other. This is cinema. Asia Wilson with the ball goes up with the left. Oh, Asia smokes the layup. Rebound Burrell. And then we're approaching 30 seconds here. 30 seconds here in the game. The crowd is on their feet here in the crypto. Ari McDonald with the ball. Ari McDonald. And what? They call a tech on. Does Becky get ejected here? Holy smokes. They call a tech on Becky? Wait. Oh, she gets ejected, yeah. Holy smokes. What a turn of events here. Becky Hammond gets hit with a tech with 23 seconds to go. Let me get my clock right, y'all. 23 seconds to go in the game. Becky Hammond gets hit with a technical foul. Her second of the game. She gets ejected. Ray Burrell hits the free throw. Wow. $94-89, 24 seconds to go here. 23.9 to be exact. Ball in play. Holy smokes. I did not see that coming. Ari McDonald with the ball. 7 on the shot clock. Ari McDonald goes behind the back. Gets the screen. Double crossover on Kelsey again. She gets in. Shoot it. She shoots the jumper. And she travels, but oh. She hits the shot, but they called a travel before. Holy smokes. It's 10 seconds left, y'all. 10 seconds left. This is insane basketball here, people. If you're just joining, you missed what I thought was going to be a blowout in the first 3 minutes of the game. Aces were up 15-0, I believe it was. Y'all who's here with me, just keep me honest with that. I think it was 15-0. And all of a sudden, the Aces, the Sparks stormed back in that first quarter. I'm scrolling back to see, just to verify. I'm over here talking foolishness to y'all. It was 14-0. They were up 18-5 at one point. It was crazy, man. 38 oh my goodness. 38 bench points tonight. Season high for the Sparks. This is insane basketball right here. Sorry, I almost butchered your name. Egidia says Hamby has the last left. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. RC, I know your team is capitulating right now. I don't know. Y'all have to figure something else. Rizzy says Aces cannot clutch. Yeah, after they took the lead, I don't know what happened there. Daniel said he's sleeping like a baby tonight. Salute to you, my boy. You, my resident Sparks fan in the chat. Daniel, y'all beat the Aces. Listen, let me not say that now. Anything can happen in 10 seconds, so let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Here. Something is fishy here. That coach is acting crazy. Becky just getting a little frustrated. Things aren't going as easy as they did in the past. Aces inbound the ball. Asia with the ball at the 3-point line. Over to Kate. 7 seconds. They're looking for Kelsey. Kelsey over to Asia. Asia corner to Alicia Clark for 3. Buries it. 1 second left on the clock. It's a 2-point game. Timeout. Sparks. It's 1 second left, guys. Ignore the time. It's hard to stop it exactly where they stop it on the broadcast. 1 second left in this game. Terry's right. I'm going to put your comment up, Terry. Again, T's killed the Aces here. 4 technical fouls in this game. That's 4 points that could have been the difference here. Aces coach said their defense is awful. Whose fault is that, coach? Listen, their starters are playing a lot of minutes. They're missing some key pieces here. So they got to deal with the cards that they've been dealt, you know? You got to make lemons out of lemonade. Whatever. That's a terrible analogy there, but you know what I'm trying to say. When life gives you lemons, whatever they say in that saying. Common sense, Sid. Salute. Appreciate the sub. Where did I miss this jealousy conversation? What's going on here? I missed something here. Something about Cardoso. It's about Reese. Marina and Dana are low-key jealous of Reese? I don't know. We have a second left, guys, though. This game is basically done here. The Sparks are going on a 7-game road trip starting Tuesday. So they're going to have to pack the super big suitcase because they're on a 7-game road trip. All right, so Rakia just has to inbound. And they call a foul immediately before the ball was even inbounded. So that should be automatic free throws. And they still keep possession here. So it's still a second left, guys. Still a second left. When life gives you lemons, make beer. I mean, for y'all might need to get a little buzz after this game because y'all will go look back at that first quarter like, how did we smoke this lead? Guys, we still have a second left. This game is virtually over, but, technically it's not because they have to run out the whole clock. If you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow, 6:45 p.m. Eastern. Fever versus Sun, rematch of the season opener. That game will be on NBA TV, but remember, blackout restrictions do apply. Blackout restrictions do apply if you're in the Indianapolis area or the Connecticut, Boston area. Oh, shoot, Keto, what's going on? Keto says, never thought I was here today. It may be time for Vegas to hit the panic button. Listen, it's looking that way now. I mean, if Chelsea's looking the way she's looking now with not being able to come back, I don't know. And they try to go veteran inside and Tip Hayes. I don't know how. I don't know. It's not looking too good, especially with Kia. Kia's a liability out there. I don't care what you want to say. Kia Stokes is a liability out there. If she's not gonna shoot or score or command a defender, it's pointless to have her out there, honestly. Even though she does get some rebounds, but still. You got to be a somewhat of a threat. All right, y'all. 94-92. 1 second left. It was a foul before the inbound, I believe. So Aaron McDonald hits the free throw. So it's a 3-point game. This could basically seal it here. Aaron McDonald rattles it in. 96-92. They have no timeouts. This game is over. Alicia Clark. Looking to inbound. Asia Wilson. She tries to pass it to somebody. Goes out of bounds. And the Sparks. Holy smokes, the Sparks. The Sparks get the win. 96-92 over the back-to-back champion Las Vegas Aces. I think this essentially puts the Aces out of the Commissioner's Cup final. The Aces now have lost 2 games. They're 1-2 in the Commissioner's Cup. I think this basically pushes them out. So the Aces will not have a chance to return to the Commissioner's Cup final in this game. This year. Remember, the final is on June 25th. The game is over. Game is over. Final score 96-92. We're gonna take a quick look at the box score before we head out. Elroy says, I love the bet. Sparks -2.5. Thank God for that foul. Listen. As long as the bets get covered, that's all that matters, right? Thanks Aces for covering +4.5. Oh, I'm assuming that's a live one. 4.5, Charlie. There's no way. Corey says Plum is not herself. Yeah. Let me turn the volume down. They're interviewing Rakia. Rakia had some solid moves down there towards the end of this game. She was going right at Kate Martin's head. Finishes with 16-5. Gave her the too small gesture after she hit some shots on her. Let's take a look at this box score here. Let me load it up for y'all. Wow, what a game here. RC, salute. My bad for your Aces, but y'all will figure it out. Wow. Box score here. Let's look at the quarters first. Aces were up 26-21 in the first quarter. The Sparks came back 22-18, outscored them in the second. Outscored them 31-21 in the third. That Sparks did. Vegas outscored them 27-22 in the fourth, but it just was not enough. Let's look at these starters here. Alicia Clark, 31 minutes, 5 points, 2 assists, 3 turnovers. Not her best game. Kia Stokes, as I mentioned, she played 15 minutes, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 5 fouls. And they ain't gonna get it done when you're missing people, especially you're missing like Jackie and Chelsea. Asia played almost the whole game, 37 minutes, tried her best, 31 points, 6 blocks, 5 assists, 8 rebounds, 10 for 17. She was efficient. She was hitting her free throws. Wasn't enough. Plum, look at the field goals, y'all. Kelsey Plum, she did have 24, did have no turnovers, had 5 assists, but 7 for 22. 7 for 22, not gonna get it done. 4 for 11, not gonna get it done. Kate Martin, her first start with 13, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Keita, appreciate the love. Appreciate the love, Keita. Their bench, they got 17 from Tiff Hayes. Nobody else, everybody else was out there running around, getting a nice hard cardio session in. Let me look at the chat before I go to the next. Go to the Sparks. Daisy says Plum and the coach look like they drunk a lot. I'm weak. Yeah, it wasn't the Aces' finest hour. They were down Jackie Young, but still against the Sparks, you would assume a win. But listen, in basketball, you got to play the game. That's how these results get solved here. Fee says I think the games are too packed. The girls aren't getting enough rest. Listen, it's an Olympic year when it comes to the games being too close together. They're off for basically a month, so they have to try and get these 40 games in. It was either take 40 games out of the schedule, make it 30, 35, 30, whatever, but that would be regressing from just upgrading it to 40 the previous year. So everybody agreed to have it a 40-game season, so this is what you have to deal with. They got the charter flight, so they're able to get to and from wherever they need to get to without being commercial. So that's life. There's pros and cons. If you want to have the 40 games with the things that come with 40 games, you got to deal with everything else as well. Let me get to the Sparks before I get to the rest of the comments. Hamby, 36 minutes, 18 points, 10 rebounds. I think she has 9 double-doubles in 11 games. She's just been on a tear here. 5 assists. She did have 6 turnovers. Cam Brink, 8 points, 6 rebounds. You got Rakia Jackson with 16 points, 5 rebounds. Laisha Clarendon, 7. Nurse with 7. But the talk is this bench. The bench, their season high, I think 31 off the bench. You had 2 from Talbot, 6 from Lee, 9 from Lexi, 16 from Ari McDonald. You had 7 from Ray Burrell in 5 minutes. I don't know what Kurt Miller's thinking. He need to get her in the game. And Zaya Cook didn't get any minutes. Wow, people. I have absolutely lost for words here. I thought the Aces would win this game, come back after losing to the Storm on Friday night, but I don't know. They lost Jackie, but geez, Kelsey Plum just fell off a cliff in that second, third, and fourth quarter. But that's how basketball is. It's a game of runs. Who can sustain it the longest? And the Sparks were able to hang on behind their bench and some big shots by Rakia Jackson down the stretch. David asks, why is Plum on the Olympics team? Because Plum she's a solid player. She just had a terrible night. And Reese is trash. I don't agree. She needs to develop her offensive game more, but even with a awkward offensive game, she's still getting her double doubles. It's not really translating to wins, but she's not. No, I don't think these players are the best 144 about players in the USA. I shouldn't say the USA, the world. Because there's people international on here, so I can't say she's trash. She just needs to work on some of her offensive game, but she's a rookie and she'll develop as all the rookies will. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. It's been a long day. Came from Barclays at the Liberty game. My Liberty got the win. We're going to the Commissioner's Cup final. Then I came home and I streamed this great game. I'm glad it was great, because if it wasn't great, that would have been bad. But listen, I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you like, subscribe on the way out. I will be back that game. Fever versus Sun. I'll be on 6:45 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you have your subscribed to the channel. Those noti bells are on, so you get notified when I schedule the stream and when I go live. That should be a good one. That Connecticut is the home team right now. They're 12.5-point favorites. I will post the rest of my schedule in the community tab on the YouTube channel, so be on the lookout for that. We'll be doing watch-alongs every day this week. Probably not Friday, but all the way till Thursday we'll be doing watch-alongs. No Liberty games until Saturday. They have a nice long break, which I'm glad the ladies get a break from my team. Appreciate all the support. Salute to all of y'all. Until next time tomorrow, make sure you're there. I'll see y'all. Salute.